Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Kindred Lists right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Ryled. I will be your dungeon master this evening because my daughter Callista made me be here. She keeps dragging me around on this adventure, and I'm quite grateful because I get to use this beautiful, wonderful staff of power that my good friend Molfen had given me. It's been a great and glorious experience. It reminds me of better times. Before I begin, my daughter would definitely let me hear about it if I didn't thank some of our friends and partners and sponsors of this channel. I want to thank Twitch, Streamlabs, OBS. We also would like to thank our good friends Little Dragon Corp and also Cardboard Castle Games. Why on earth would anybody build a castle out of cardboard? I still don't know this. It's very problematic. But anyway, you can type in / Little Dragon, or I see that 2 people have already done so in chat. How I, Ryled, have any idea what chat is on Twitch? No idea. But it appears that we've got some quick links to the interwebs of Lolth, where you can click on the link, and it will take you to a wonderful shop where you can purchase gear for your adventures. If you use the coupon code PROBONUS, you get 10% off of your order with Little Dragon Corp. So make sure you go visit them. They will have a lot for you to peruse as you make your way throughout the interwebs. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have some stories to tell. Wonderful character cosplays tonight for all of our players. So you guys look fantastic, and I can't wait to start tonight. Very quick recap. You guys started to make your trek into this cave that you discovered under the Evermoors. That you were led by the soul of Dorn. And apparently this is the place where he found the hand of Vecna. You guys started to head down the cave, finding that it ended with a cliff. You guys started going down the cliff, some of you almost falling down the cliff, only to find that strange showers of gold and riches kept on falling upon you as you guys made your way down. You guys, after a few anti-gravity situations, were able to find your way into another adjoining cave, where you continue to make your way, not dodging some creepy little critters that were fishing for some prey. You ran into a drunken Duergar, who seemed to be in a state of madness, but you guys cured and set free. Where we left off, you guys were walking down a cave, a cold cave, with thick ice walls on either side of you. As Molfen was inspecting one of those ice walls, he saw something blink on the other side. And while that was happening, on the opposite side of the wall, shattering through a glass wall, a massive 6-legged, frosty-looking blue beast lunged out towards all of you. And so the adventure begins, and so the adventure is told. I need all of you to roll initiative.
That means I am going to need my honor.
Oh, and I believe we have 2 nat 20s. Molfen and Callista both have nat 20s, and everyone else has DM's inspiration to start the adventure tonight. So I'm gonna get us some better music for the moment.
With my dex bonus.
Oh, well, you know, your girl, keeping it cleric, rolled a 4.
Keeping it cleric.
Keeping it cleric with a 4?
Really?
Is that what you rolled, or is that your total, Diana?
That is indeed my total,
That's your
since
total.
my bonus is 0.
Okay. Molfin, what did you end up rolling?
Give me a second to check my mod. That's not bad. I'll take it. It's a 19.
19. Look at that. Lachlan, what about you?
6 total.
6 total.
Oh,
What
buddy.
the?
Did you
Yeah.
not one?
Rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Callista, what about you?
10.
10.
Right down the
Ooh.
middle.
Right down the pipe. Right down the middle. 10. How about Ashlyn?
22.
20.
There we go.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a monk. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
to roll for Riled. Here we go. Let's roll for Riled. Oh boy.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Riled is kind of pulling a Diana here.
oh no.
But we'll go at the same time as Lachlan does at a 6.
GG.
All right. So, as this situation begins, Ashlyn, you're the first to react.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you'd probably be near Diana. I think the last thing that happened was Molfin yelled "run" and started to run down the hallway in terror when he saw that eyeball. And that's when
Okay.
I think it sort of split us, right? I think Molfin's on one side and everyone else is on the other.
Interesting
Or
note.
would it have come in before?
Interesting note. You were looking on the left side wall. This creature came out of the right side wall.
Oh no, there are
Bloody hell, there's 2 of them.
at least 2 of them. So how far away is Ashlyn from this thing?
If you were standing next to Diana, you'd be within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. Cool.
It's right there.
Great.
Going
Can't wait. Ooh. Ooh, buddy. Okay. I guess I'll hit it. Try to hit it. I'll try to slice at it with my legacy blade.
Oh, right. Legacy
If
blade.
I could. Let me grab a pretty dice. 4A. Oh, pretty dice. That wasn't that great of a roll, but I'll take it. 22.
That hits. You make
Okay,
It's not
contact.
that great of a roll.
Yeah,
22.
I rolled a
is-
10.
Oh, gosh.
So let me see. The first strike's 7 plus 7, so 14
14 points of damage.
for
Okay.
the first strike. And then I'm gonna try to hack it again.
Okay.
Wait, that's better. Slightly. That's a 24.
24. And this is just magical slashing damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that'll hit, and then I'll roll damage on that, and then I'll be 17. I rolled a 10 on that damage,
Okay, is that your...
and then
Okay, was that your...
no, I rolled a 24 to hit,
Oh, the 24 was the hit. Gotcha. So it did...
and then 17 for damage.
17 for damage. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows
Okay.
to try to make two unarmed strikes.
All right.
So the first one's gonna be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, for 8 points. So that'll be 3 plus 6, so 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then for my fist, and then the other fist is gonna try to hit with a 23.
That
So all good
hit.
strikes.
Those all hit.
Also,
Uh-oh.
We lost
so
a
for
smash.
10.
What was it? I'm sorry, you went robot there for a minute.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're all right. What'd you have?
Okay, for a 10.
10? Okay.
10.
Gotcha. So 10 points of damage. So Ashlyn
Challenge use
quickly...
fisticuffs.
This thing didn't seem to surprise her at all, seeing Molfin start running down the hallway, kind of slipping a bit as he was going on the frosty floor. And Ashlyn kind of just spins around. 2 quick swipes, one downstroke, one upstroke. This kind of darkish blue blood kind of sprays out of these wounds, and then you kind of make 2 quick, swift punch attacks as you hold your sword with your other hand and just 2 quick strikes with your fists. Yeah, you did some damage to it. It still looks like it's got a lot in the tank. Would you like to do anything else on your turn? You have
No,
movement.
I would just
if you'd
stand
like
there.
To move away. You just stand there. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna move away from Diana.
Okay, you got it. That brings us to the second in the initiative order, which is Molfin.
Okay, so
I'd say you probably ran about 15 feet away from the group before this thing kind of shattered through the wall. So you're like up ahead of
Okay.
everybody by about 15 feet.
Okay, so this thing's sort of basically in between me and the rest of the group.
Yeah, if you turned around, you would see the group 15 feet behind you, and then this creature behind them, like immediately behind them. And this hallway's only about 15 feet wide between the two ice walls. So you're kind of funneled in here.
Huh. Oh, okay. So that's... So Molvin is going to... Actually, you know what? Oh, why the hell not? So, yeah, Molvin is going to reach out and seeing this thing in front and realizing that it's probably going to be problematic, he's going to start muttering and moving his hands around. Is going to reach out and cast a spell at this creature, and I need it to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
And I am going to burn a portent,
Okay.
and it is going to roll a 4.
Okay. So that when you burn portents, it rolls the 4, and then it applies its dexterity, right? Is that how?
I
portents
believe
really
so,
work?
yeah. It's
Okay.
to replace any attack roll,
Alright.
saving throw, or ability check
Yep. So
with one of these rolls.
So a 5 is definitely going to fail for the creature. So,
Okay. So, as everyone watches as a thin green beam comes out of Molfin's hand and darts towards this creature.
oh boy.
And I don't have this many d6s available, so I'm just going to roll
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh,
it in roll 20.
he's
So
pulling
that
out
is
a big one.
That is 75 points of force damage.
75
Damn.
points of force damage. All right.
If it does happen to die, it is immediately disintegrated.
Uh,
I don't think it will, but
it shrieks out with this terrible squeal. Falters back a little bit from the group. It kind of reels back, kind of raising its two front appendages up in the air, and you can see there's massive blue and claws and talons on the end of these wet, almost like reptilian looking hands, and it just as it feels this green energy kind of like zapping towards it. It's not disintegrated, but it looks like you withered it extensively. Anything
Wolf
else?
just goes to cock his head a little bit. And...
Was that through the hand?
No,
Okay, that was just a spell you.
I
know?
actually know the spell.
Got it. Cool, man.
Nice.
Anything else, or is that it?
Nope, that's him. Wolf just sort of cock his head and realizing that this thing has taken that much damage between him and Ashlyn seems to be a little more calm now.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. On initiative count 16, it is the creature's turn. And taking that damage,
Oh.
it begins to just slam down with all of you in front of it. And you watch it just kind of scoping around, looking at all of you, deciding who the easiest prey would be. Besides, it's got a whole group in front, so you watch it just start going. And its neck begins to glow icy blue. And then its eyes start to glow blue as well, and it goes and blows out this cone of cold energy engulfing
Great.
everybody in the group.
Okay.
So you guys are going to need for me to make a... What was that?
That would be a Kefka laughing.
That would...
Oh.
So you guys need to make a Constitution save for me on this one.
Oh,
And
God.
Ryled is going to have to do that as well, because he's in the midst. I don't think he's going to save. Ryled.
18.
18.
Ooh, I get hope. I got a 21.
Okay, 18 and
20
21 both succeed. 22, is that what you said?
26.
26 succeeds.
I rolled a 19.
14, but I'm casting Absorb Elements.
Okay.
Hmm.
So a 14 will fail. What'd you get, Diana?
8.
Oh no.
8. So Callista, Riled, and Diana all fail and are going to take 8d10 cold damage. And everybody who succeeded is going to take half. So that's
I'm gonna take half.
34 points of cold damage. And that would be 17 points if you succeeded.
Got a little chilly in here.
It did get very chilly in here. So Riled has a total of 71 hit points. So that was almost half of Riled's hit points.
Need to get him like better armor. And Lachlan.
All right.
We should put that on our to-do list.
And that creature is going to just stand firm behind all you guys as this white mist kind of just dissipates, and you can see that there's a new layer of frost on the sides of the walls beside you guys as it blasted this freezing breath towards all of you. It's at that moment, at initiative count 14, in between Molfin and the rest of the group, the one that Molfin originally saw on the other side of the wall breaks through in between you guys, separating Molfin from the rest of the group. And as it bursts through, it's going to go ahead and make its multi-attack against Molfin as ice shards begin to fall all around you guys from the wall. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. The salamander makes 5 attacks.
Oh no.
Seeing it crash through, Molfin is immediately casting shield as a reaction.
You just casting shield already. Yes, that's all.
Yeah, see it looking at him, it's just, yep. I don't know what's happening.
Nope. So we've got, it can make 4 claw attacks and 1 bite. So here comes 2 claws at you. The best roll, those 2 is an 18.
Thanks to shield, neither will
Neither
hit.
one of those will hit. Okay, so here's the other 2 claws as it's reeling down above you. One is a natural 1. The other one makes it a 19. Does a 19 beat your shield?
No.
No.
It's a 20 now with
It's a
shield.
20. Oh, nice, woman. And now the bite is coming at you, so it's going to bite down on you. Oh, I think that one's going to do it. That is a 31 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, so you suffer. Let's see. You're going to take 7 points. No, excuse me. 12 points of piercing damage. And also, you're going to suffer an additional 2 points of cold damage as it bites into your flesh. And now you can't see your comrades because standing in between you and them is another one of these creatures. And that ends its turn, bringing us to initiative count 10 with Callista.
Muted.
This is fine.
Sorry, I'm checking my spells.
Sure.
In my head, I'm doing the Beavis and Butthead thing. Fire. Fire. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
you all get that.
Fire! Fire! Yes.
Yep.
I love that.
okay.
Thank you all for
Okay.
being old enough to appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that was my jam back in the day.
I was more of a Daria.
I kind of just look at Diana and kind of gesture to my dad and make sure, like, keep an eye on him. And oh god, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I haven't done this before, but this seems appropriate. I'm going to cast a 6th level spell.
Ooh, passing some big guns here.
Yeah, because D&D Beyond made me realize I have a lot more spells than I thought I had access to. So
Thank you, D&D Beyond. Yeah, that's it.
Raised my AC.
the 6th level. See if that works.
Yeah, that did something.
Okay. Investiture of Flame. So I cast this on myself. Flames race across your body, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet for the spell's duration. Flames do not harm you. Until the spell ends, you gain the following benefits. You are immune to fire damage and have resistant to cold damage.
Ooh.
Any
Nice.
creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there takes 1d10 fire damage.
Ooh.
You can use your action to create a line of fire 15 feet long and 5 feet wide, extending from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dex save or take 48 fire damage, or half as much on a successful one. So I don't think I can use any of the damage things yet on my, because I have to use an action to cast it.
Right. Does it say it costs it's an action to
It
do
cost
the...
it's an action to like do all these things.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Like, so I think it's an action to cast it, but that's fine.
But,
Unless
yeah.
I can use. Can I cast at the same time as casting it?
I don't know. I think if
Use
it
your
doesn't
action.
specifically say, it would probably be an action to do something else.
Okay, that's fine. I will just.
But some of those are
set it-
passive and they're always on.
Right.
So
Right. So I would move obviously away from my party to activate it.
okay.
And then as a bonus action, because this is going to be so metal, I'm going to turn into an earth elemental.
So now you're a flaming earth elemental.
Flaming earth elemental.
Ah, yes.
I am a meteor.
Nice.
Hey
That is
everybody!
venom.
There is all of a sudden a meteor has just appeared out of nowhere where Callista used to stand. Yeah. So this happens. It gets a little bit warmer in the vicinity, but she backs away from you guys as she turns into this form.
Which monster is closer to me in relation?
In relation, really, you're kind of like in the middle of them. Like, you can see the back of the one that's kind of in between you guys and Molfin, and the one over by, like, Diana and Ashlyn are kind of, it's facing
Okay, I'm gonna go.
towards you.
I'm gonna go for the one that's. I'm gonna flank the one on Molfin.
Okay.
Come up behind it.
Sure, you coming up
So
behind
it's
it?
within my fire range on
Okay.
its turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, excellent.
That's my turn.
Excellent. So, Lachlan and Riled.
I gesture at Riled. He wants to go first.
Oh, absolutely. He he gets out the staff, and he looks at the one and sees that, like, it breathed terrible cold energy at everybody, and Ryle's got like icicles hanging off of his nose, and his hair is all like frozen together. But decides to turn around towards the one that Callista's going after, and he runs his fingers tracing some of the arcane runes that are carved within the Staff of Power, and you watch them begin to glow with a blue-violet energy, and then the whole staff begins to glow, and he just looks at the creature and holds out his hand towards it. I think you need to stay still. And he's going to try to hold monster on the creature.
Ooh.
Let's see if... Oh, that die is gone. Poor Riled.
Aww.
Let me double check the wisdom.
Poor us.
Yeah, he rolled a natural 17 on the die, so he succeeded on his saving throw against the spell. Unfortunately, Riled was unsuccessful, and the thing kind of takes... the creature takes a look over its shoulder towards Riled in the process. Just kind of looks at you, Lachlan, after you gestured, and says, "No, I insist." And passes it off to you.
All right. And one of these things is engaged with Molfin and Callista, and the other one is probably standing near us, breathing at us. Is that the case?
Yeah.
But not like right against us.
Yeah, you got one like in your face.
One in our
You
face.
got one in your face, and basically, let me here. I'll draw it out. Okay.
Short picture is one staring at us and one's farting on you guys.
Pretty much.
Okay. So, here's what you got to imagine. Okay? This is the cave. Molfin's up here. Here's the creature that busted through to Molfin. Here's Callista. Here's the rest of the group. Here's the other one. So they got you bottled in on both sides, and this one's got Molfin separated from the group.
Gotcha.
And it's not,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking at.
I guess I want to try to get equidistant between the two of them, so I'm not like right up against either of them.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
And I'm gonna aim at the one that's bothering Molfin, trying to cut him off, and I'm going to fire at it.
Okay.
With a poison arrow.
Ooh, a poison arrow. Got it.
Poison arrow. So, have to use the oath bow. I'm clicking. A 19?
19 hits.
And I have an ally within 5 feet.
You do? You do. Sneak attack.
That would be okay. 35.
35 points of damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
35. You get 35 points of damage when you roll 2 ones.
All right. So an arrow shoots into the back of this creature. It roars. Yeah! It looks back around to see where that shot came from, but then quickly, like, it's looking all around now as you guys are starting to surround it. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Lachlan?
Sure. I will cast a spell. Use my bonus action to cast a spell on Riled. I'm gonna give him a little healing word.
Oh, look at that. Healing Riled.
That's a little too. It's not gonna be a lot. Just a little touch up.
Okay.
What did I do?
When did you learn that?
7. Okay.
7 points? Oh,
I'm
that's
going through
pretty
your mail
good.
looking for cleric quickly.
When he learned guidance with that magic initiate cleric.
It's when he took his first steps as a cleric of Molfin.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I have to declare my worship for Molfin in the house that one time?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
you did.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, you did.
Totally did. I think everybody did, yeah.
Except for
Everyone except for
Callista.
Callista.
Riled kind of looks at you and says, yeah, thank you, my friend. It makes me feel less embarrassed about what just occurred a moment ago. That brings us to the end.
Happens to the best of us. Trust me.
That brings us to the end of the order. Diana, you've been surprised by all this commotion that just happened all of a sudden in a split second.
Okay, well, I had something really, really cool that I was going to do, and then I looked at the spell components and realized that I did not buy the spell components. So instead,
What
everybody's
spell
been-
components are you talking about?
a 1,000 gold worth ancient relic of my temple.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think you'd have that in your back pocket
Okay,
right
that's
now.
a good point.
I'm gonna go blackmail Solar when we get back.
There you go.
Like, give me some things. No, but anyways, I can see everyone within everyone is within 30 feet of me, right?
How big is this creature? This creature is considered huge, so 15. Molfin, you cannot technically see Molfin. You're not sure if Molfin's within 30 feet of you or not.
Okay. I will move closer to Molfin so that way I can kind of like get at an angle where I can see him. I'll probably move like 15 feet towards him.
Okay, basically you'd have to get like onto the basically to the tail end of the creature that's assailing him. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna be moving closer to that other creature. It's got its back to you, and the other creature would get to make a free swipe at you, attack of opportunity, if you're willing to take it. Yeah, there you go.
And that's the only way that I can see him.
Yeah, because imagine those black dots of the creatures being a lot bigger. They take like a 3x3 cube on a grid, so they're massive.
It's worth it. I'll do
And
it.
the hallway is only 15 feet wide.
Yeah,
So
so
they're
like
literally
they're
width of the
taking
hallway.
up like the width of the hallway. Yeah. So you can't move
It's
around
worth
them or
it.
by them.
I will do it. It's worth it to me. I'll do it to be able to see Molfin and know that he's within my range.
Okay. All right. Well, this one's going to try to bite you really quick as you're running away.
I'm gonna succeed.
Oh boy. 17 plus 9. I think that's going to hit you. So
17. I was like, haha. And you're like, +9. I
yeah.
was like, ooh.
So you're gonna suffer 6. Oh no, not 6. 11 points of piercing damage, plus an additional 9 cold damage. As it bites into you as you back up. It lashes out, tries to grab like a hold of you to pull you back, but you shake your arm free and move back towards the other one, getting into range where you can tell Molfin's probably on the other side because this creature looks like is kind of assailing him right now. So
With that, I will cast Beacon of Hope. Let me just get more information on these skills. I'd like for y'all to know what the spell will be doing. Any number of creatures within range, which is 30 feet for the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
oh, wow.
That will last for a minute, and I have to be concentrated on it. So
Yep, gonna have to hold that concentration.
well, that's it. That was my turn.
All right, so you guys
that
can
was my action.
feel the warmth of Elmater surrounding you guys, protecting you, giving you a slight edge and advantage in this situation. Excellent. Diana's turn is up, bringing us to the top of the second round, which that brings us back to Ashlyn.
So Diana's next to Callista now, right by it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of
Diana takes 5 fire damage.
Oh,
Yeah, moving closer to
Yikes.
Callista, you get the heat of the fire, so you take 5 fire damage, too, unfortunately.
Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe. There's a reason I moved away from you, and then you followed me, and I was like, no.
is there a way? No, I guess I can't. I can't flank
Can
it
she
at all,
move
right?
back though? Does she have enough movement to move like back the 5 feet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she could move back if she wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, don't end your turn there. Don't end your turn there.
I will move away from my scary girlfriend.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
who's a flaming rock.
Flaming rock, yes. Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
We
Oh.
lost one.
Oh, lost Matthew. Oh,
Hand finally took him.
yeah, the hand finally took over. He failed his wisdom save. Here he comes. There you
Well, he has advantage on those now.
So, Ashlyn, what would
That
you
was
like?
weird. I just connected to a random unidentified network from the middle of nowhere.
That's scary.
That's weird.
Yeah, it literally just popped up and said unidentified network. You have no internet access.
That's strange. Well, you're back now.
Hey, you know. Yeah, I disconnected from it, told it to never see that freaking thing again.
Spoopy season! Halloween!
Yep.
Yep.
It's the ghosties.
I think I'm going to try to hit the thing. Can I flank it at all with Rylden or Lachlan? Is there a way for me to?
Lachlan and Riled are still about 5. They got like a 10-foot buffer before that other creature. They're kind of like sitting in between both creatures.
Oh, okay.
And Callista now is a earth elemental, which means it consumes 10 feet. And then Diana moved up to. You could technically move past Diana and get in range of the other one that's with Molfin. But if you.
Keep an eye on this one.
Oh, you can keep an
So
eye
I'm
on the
gonna
one.
try to
yeah,
swing at
because
it.
if you move, basically
Yeah.
everybody would be focused on the other one and leaving this one totally to its devices. so-
Yeah. I'll tank this, guys. It's okay.
That's it. You're the only one
My
left
back
on this
hurts
one.
from
Yeah.
carrying you guys so hard. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna flex a little, and I'm gonna try to hit it twice.
Okay.
So the first one is a swing for a 24.
That hits.
Okay. So that'll be. Where did my D10 go? Here it is. Nice. Another 17 points of damage for the
Wow.
first one.
Nice.
Second hit's gonna be a. Sorry, I can't read these. 22 to hit
Yep, that hits too.
for 11 points of damage.
Yeah, you slash through its flesh.
And then.
It's looking pretty rough, Ashlyn. Still got a little bit left in the tank, but it's looking Its posture's definitely changing.
Okay.
It's got wounds all through it. You've almost hacked one of its limbs completely off.
All right, I'll try to punch a couple times or kick it in the face.
Flurry of blows.
Do another flurry of blows.
All
Yep.
right, go for
So
it.
the first one's gonna be a dirty 20
That hits.
for 10 points.
10 points. Okay.
Yep. And the second one's gonna be a. Oh yeah, that'll hit. That'll be a 29
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
for. Sorry, 6 plus 6, 12 points of damage.
Describe how you take this one down.
Oh, I just slash into it, then I go, stop doing this! I hate this cave! And I'm just gonna like beat it with my fist.
You're just
Stupid
punching
cave!
it, punching on the back of its head, just slamming onto it.
Yep.
Eventually, it just stops moving, and you're still punching it, just slamming it
Yep.
down, and it just expires. It's just lying there with blood just leaking out on this icy floor.
Bring me cave! Okay.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I
on
was
your
just
turn?
like breathing really heavy, like. I'll turn around and run over to the other one and try to. No, Callista's in the way. Callista is in the way of flanking it with Molphin.
Technically, you could get in front of Diana because Diana moved 5 feet back. But if you move next to Callista, you are going to take some. You can feel the heat resonating. So if you decide to move over there, you're probably going to take a little bit of fire damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Ashlyn would do it to try to flank.
That's like,
Molphin.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we willingly went in lava before. I mean,
Yeah.
So how much fire
Why
damage
not,
is that as she runs up beside you, Callista?
I think the first roll is it's 1d10, so it's 5 right now.
5 points of
Okay.
fire damage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'll go like this, and I'll sizzle on Callista a little.
Nice.
Excellent. Molphin, that brings us back to you.
Okay. And this thing's right in front of me, right? Just took a bite out of
It
me.
took a bite out of you. It's right next to you. It's just, it seems like it's been looking back, like something's been striking it from behind. But you're having a really hard time. You can see like the feet of your comrades over there, and now you can see this glowing beacon back there, creating this silhouette of this creature in front of you.
And Molfin's gonna reach down with it right in front, go into his belt and pull out his shiny new dagger,
Okay.
and then with his left hand just take it and drive it straight up into the underside of this thing's jaw.
Perfect. Absolutely. Make your attack roll.
And I'm gonna burn the nat 20 on it.
Oh, nat 20. And you have 1 level of rogue,
Yep.
so you have sneak attack on this thing too.
So I also need it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution save. Oh, yeah. That's a 32.
Oh yeah, so that's
Oh no!
I rolled really good,
That
and
is
that's their
definitely gonna do it.
their best save.
okay. So we're going to I'm gonna have to roll for my sneak attack separate, but I'm gonna try this and see if this will work for me. And
If it would have
force-
failed that save, that would have done a crap ton of damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we're gonna see if this forcing the crit works.
Because I think that would have been 12d6 poison damage on top of everything.
Yeah. Okay, so before the sneak attack, that is. Okay.
It's a lot of math on the screen.
Lots of math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really is.
Derivative of the
Yeah,
integral,
somehow.
the logarithm.
Okay, so it's.
Welcome to high-level D&D, folks. Get your calculators ready.
Okay, so it's 8 points of piercing damage.
8 piercing. Okay.
Then 9 points of poison damage.
9 poison. Okay.
And then I gotta roll my sneak attack. Which what is sneak attack at level 1? It's 1d6.
It's just 1d6, so it'd be 2d6 for your crit.
Yeah, that rolled 6d6. So we'll just not 3, 2. All right, there we go. Another 8 points of piercing damage.
8. Good. Another 8 points.
And then, as a bonus action, Molphin is going to cast Misty Step
Okay.
and land right on top of basically in the nape of the thing's neck, right behind its head.
Okay. Okay, so you land on the back of its
Yep.
head. Go ahead and
Get
make...
the heck out of his way of its.
I want you to make an athletics check to hold on to this creature, because it's a frosty, slimy, kind of salamander-ish creature.
Oh crap!
Uh,
Thank you for saying that.
Uh,
I don't know if this is going to matter, but it also takes 13 points of cold damage.
13 points of cold damage? Okay.
And
And as that cold damage, as you're stabbing it, and it doesn't seem like cold did anything at all to the creature.
didn't think it would. Never know.
Right.
Okay, and you said athletics, right?
Athletics, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems like these creatures are used to hanging out in icy environments.
Hey, you know. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 16 on 16 on the die.
Okay.
It's a minimum of 21.
Okay, you hang on as you land on the back of the creature. You gripping it with your gnarled hand, as it seems to be just roaring in pain from the dagger being stabbed up into its neck. All right, is that
Just want to make sure I am out of that thing's.
And
You're
that
gonna put your mouth on me.
that ends your turn, Molphin?
Yep.
Okay, so it's that individual creature's turn. Kind of just thrashing its neck around, feeling you on its back, but then it kind of spins around and faces the rest of the group and looks like it's getting super angry at everything that's taken place. And you watch as its neck glows blue once again and facing all of the group, the friends. Oh, it takes 5 fire damage at the start of its turn, right, Callista? So 5. It will take 5 fire damage. And it seems to you, Callista, as it starts to heat up this kind of moist, frosty flesh, it seems to boil it a little bit. It seems to have more of an effect on the creature than you would assume. And then it turns around. It's
What I was counting on, but Molphin's in my way.
its neck begins to
anyway.
glow, and then another one of these frosted, freezing breath out onto everybody but Molphin, because Molphin's on its back. So I need Constitution saves from everybody except Molphin.
Well, I'm an elemental now, so this might be better.
16?
Net 20.
16 fails. Nat 20 succeeds.
Yep. Okay.
Riled, unfortunately, failed again.
Alrighty, I'm gonna use my DM's inspiration for this.
Okay. Yep, roll with advantage then. Take the higher roll. What did you end up with, Callista?
21. But could I... This is such a close thing to do. Could I give Riled my nat 20?
You could. Kind of like shielding him from the blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Alright.
Yeah, so you shield in
I'll
front
do
of
that.
him. And so he'll take the nat 20, so that will succeed for Riled, who's only going to take half the damage now.
And I rolled a 21 con.
I rolled a 20. Oh, my armor just fell. Oh, no, wait. I rolled a 22.
22? 22 will be a success. So I think Lachlan was the only one who failed this time. So we're going to go ahead and roll this out. Oof. Rolled good this time. Lachlan, you suffer 48 points of cold damage
Jesus.
As you are engulfed with this
no.
frosty damage. Everybody else who gets half takes 24 points of cold damage.
So I saved on my con, and I'm resistance to cold, so I take half of 24.
Half of 24. Yep. So
Gotcha.
you take 12,
Nice.
I believe. Yeah, 12 points.
Nice.
How bad is Riled looking?
I'm figuring that out right now.
I'll fix him.
On a scale to from 0 to 71, he's at right about a 20. So
Thank God I gave him my nat 20.
yeah, that would have hurt. That would have hurt Ryle. So yeah, Ryle is basically, he's not purple anymore, he's blue. He's
Oh,
completely covered in
buddy.
frost. But luckily for you, like shielding him with your flaming earth elemental, you definitely helped him out. But that's the end of that creature's turn. And brings us
Zos, I can help him.
to Callista.
I got it.
Okay. Muffin, how hurt are you?
Molfin's actually looking pretty good.
I'm gonna do it because I'm mad. I'm
That's-
And
really
he's
mad.
currently mounting this this
That's
terrible frosty creature.
Molfin, 8-second rodeo, baby.
That's it.
Dagger in his head, spin around.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do investor of flame. So I'm just gonna blast them with a line of fire.
Line of
So he's
fire.
gonna make a dex save
Dexterity
or
save.
take half.
Okay. Dex
Mhm.
save.
Where's my D8?
Why do I keep doing that? There you go. That one didn't get too far away. That's only going to be a 10.
Fail.
It's a fail.
Ooh, that's a 21, 19 on the die.
Nice, you passed.
Uh,
I'm a kidney stone, yay! Folks.
25 fire damage.
25 fire damage, and you hold out your earth elemental hand, and this line of fire just rips kind of out of you and it burns along the frosty ground, melting a lot of the frost and ice away from the floor, and it just rips through the creature. You see Molfin kind of like dodging out of the way from the flames as they lick up the side of the creature as he's riding this thing. Like now it's like rodeo, and now there's fire, pyrotechnics involved, like setting the scene for Molfin right now. As this thing is just sizzling underneath Molfin. It looks like it took a significant amount of damage from that. But also looks like it really, really aggravated it. And its neck is beginning to glow blue again.
Shit. I just position myself in front of my party and kind of just hold position
Okay.
like a wall.
Fantastic.
Just to make sure, that save means I take half damage, right?
You take half,
Take
yeah.
half.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Anything else you're doing, Callista? Does that wall stay, or does it just dissipate after you cast it?
No, it's gone. Like I have to do it as an action every
Every
turn.
turn. Got it. I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was like wall
Or
of
I-
fire
yeah.
where it was like continuous and
No, I mean I have that spell too, but no.
yeah, you got it.
This is
Sure.
it's a deck save.
Awesome. So now it is Lachlan and Riled. Riled, shivering, looks at Lachlan and says, "Please, after you."
All right.
At least he's still funny.
Knock another poison arrow, aim at the remaining beast, and I'm going to
Okay.
send a little bit of a shot its way.
Okay.
Oh, 16. Does that hit?
16 misses.
Ooh.
That's all I
Are
can
you
do. You know, go ahead.
are you feeling lucky?
Oh,
Well,
I am
I
kinda-
was just asking you.
I kind of need to feel lucky, don't I? I'll burn a point of luck if that's okay.
Are
And
you feeling lucky, punk?
give it another try here.
All right.
14, even better.
Oh,
no.
Luck is not
Great,
with you.
It was better. Can the spider gloves climb ice?
Can the what? I don't.
the spider gloves
I don't think they can
climb
because it specifically says, I think, on the description that it still would. It wouldn't stick to kind of things that are like slippy surfaces. So you probably cannot climb the ice walls.
Okay.
Mm.
Then, with that in mind, I'm gonna just kind of defiantly like this thing and turn.
Okay, as you just Molfin, as you're getting done like listening to the sizzling and smelling the burnt flesh of this creature, one of Lachlan's arrows just goes like right over top of your head, and just disappears into the darkness and beyond. All right, that brings us to Riled, who looking pretty shabby. He's probably going to use some healing on himself.
Load up.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and use a first level spell slot. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. And get some HP back. So he gets 11 hit points back as he begins to heal and stays back in the back. Kind of sees everybody kind of getting this creature surrounded and just seems like he wants to just stand behind Callista and make sure things get done. Ending his turn, bringing us to Diana.
Alrighty, so I have to make a con save for my concentration, right?
Yes, to hold Beacon of Hope, and you took 24 damage. So half of that would be you got to succeed on a 12 Constitution save.
Okay, so I kind of already rolled it, and it was a 6,
I also had to
so
check. I'm good.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
we no longer have
Beacon of Hope. As
so
quickly
we no
as
longer-
Elmater's hand was with you, it has been taken away. So you guys no longer feel that presence around you.
Either way, I'm still going to cast Mass Cure Wounds, and I'm going to cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
So everyone can get some healing.
Okay.
And please remember, folks, Ilmater's hand may leave. Mine never will.
Molfin finding a way to manipulate this through
Oh, I'm sorry,
propaganda.
that's a 4th. Oh, that's already a 5th level spell. Never mind. That is a 5th level spell.
Oh, Mass Cure Wounds? Yeah, it's 5th. Is it Mass Cure Wounds or is it Mass Healing Word?
Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. Right. Up to 6 creatures. 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
I dropped the D8 in the pile of laundry.
Oh no!
D8. Okay, well, we'll roll the other way.
It fell into one of the socks.
And of course, that one.
Anyone else
is
getting old flashbacks at home? We don't play that.
A 5, a 7, a 3 plus 5 is mathematics. 5.
20?
A 5, a 7, 3.
The 573 is 15.
Plus 5 is 20, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So up to six people. So anybody can take this healing. So if anybody needs 20 hit points, you get it back from Diana. Riled will gladly take it.
17.
All of them will begrudgingly take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I am also now at 27.
My black eye fades.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're at 27?
Yeah, you're at 27?
I lied. I'm at 37.
It's still
still,
not good.
Still not good. That's right.
Woohoo.
Yeah, Ryled has more hit points than you right now.
Ashlyn, can you save her?
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
With
Diana?
what?
Carry her away.
Okay.
Run away with her.
Okay.
Let me. That's Callista's job. No. I guess I'll just stay rooted where I am. I don't really see any need to move.
Okay.
I
No,
guess.
you're behind me. Run.
Why would I run?
Because you're dying.
Slightly.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
girl?
Gonna be
yeah.
another breath weapon. Run away.
I'll take 15 steps, 15 feet back.
15 feet back. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're about 20
my
feet
goal.
away from, well, no, you'd be about 35 feet away from the creature now.
Cool.
Back. You kind of
Do you
climbed
think
over.
that's far enough?
You climbed over like the dead body of the other one that's laying there bleeding out onto the floor from where Ashlyn just annihilated it. Okay. End turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Bringing us back to the top. Round 3 with Ashlyn.
I don't know if she's far away enough. I'm gonna. Uncle Wolfen told me to protect her, so I'm going to turn around, take the attack of opportunity, and clothesline. Just start running full speed, clothesline Diana, and just dive on her 70 feet away.
Oh, you're gonna like grab her and then like pull her farther away and then like dive on her like a
Yep,
like
Yep.
like somebody jumping away from a live grenade.
yep, on a mine. Like
There you
someone
go.
jumping on a mine. Yep.
Oh, 17 plus 9 on the attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, that's going to do. You take 10 points of piercing damage and 3
Okay.
points of cold damage as it bites
Okay.
you on your way out of its range.
Stop that! So I will run, tackle Diana, and just keep going, kind of thing with her.
Okay.
In my arms, and then just dive on her at the end.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you get her farther away. She's like, "What are you doing?" And you slam her down, kind of on the ground, and you.
Yep. We're 70 feet away now from the group.
Okay.
Am I being subdued? Am I on the ground now?
Yeah.
Am I prone?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
and
We're both
Ashlyn
prone.
is laying on your back, like you're face down, and Ashlyn's like on top of your back, just looking at you.
Yep.
I would like to fight Ashlyn off. I would like to see if she can hit me.
Do you want to try to dodge her
See,
grabbing
Ashlyn can
you?
hit you?
Are you gonna try to?
Ashlyn can definitely hit me, but I want to put up a little bit of a fight.
Okay, let's make this a grapple check. So Ashlyn, you
Okay.
need to roll.
Is it athletics?
It's gonna be
or-
athletics for you, and for Diana, it's gonna be her choice of athletics or acrobatics.
That's gonna be athletics because that's what I got.
Okay, and you just whoever gets the highest
Okay.
roll is in the driver's seat.
18.
Mine is similar to 18. It's just without the teen part.
Oh, it's 8.
So, unfortunately, you try to like dodge out of the way, and she just kind of scoops you up and starts to pull you, and then kind of wrestles you down to the frost-covered floor.
That's fine.
Look, and then she covers her lips. Shh. That's so good. That will bring us to Rodeo Molfin.
I don't think Molfin can stop laughing at the moment because that's not quite what he had in mind.
Yeah, Ashlyn
You
just
told me to be responsible as possible!
Ashlyn ran away, got
No,
bit
you
in the
didn't. You told me to help
process,
her.
and then basically spear tackled Diana out in the hallway.
Help her! And I watch Goldberg drive this person through a table.
Very nice.
How is Ryled looking from where I'm sitting?
He's looking much better. You definitely tell he's still got some frostbite on his flesh, but he's okay.
Okay. Then bollocks. Okay, how far away is? Oh no, they're way out of my range for that. Okay, no answer. Yeah, Molfen only has one player, I think. So I don't know how this will work, if it will.
Okay.
But Molfen is going to drop down in front of this thing.
Okay.
Basically, like right in front of its face, try to get its attention.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a 5th level spell
Okay.
and cast Bigby's Interposing Hand. So put up a giant floating decrepit just stop sign in front of this thing's face.
Awesome.
And I'm going to put myself between it and Riled. So basically trying to keep this thing from being able to get any closer to Riled.
So you're putting the hand in front of Riled? Is that what you're doing? Or
Well, no, it's the hand basically keeps itself between me and the creature.
okay.
So I am putting myself between me, the creature, and Riled so that the hand follows and blocks.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. You can definitely do that.
End turn.
End turn? Okay. That ends Molfin's turn, bringing us to this creature. Does Interposing Hand do anything against, like, AoEs?
It says, hand moves to stay between you and the target, providing with half cover against target. Target can't move against hand spaces if its strength score is less. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Gotcha. Callista, go ahead and roll for fire damage against it, as it's still standing next to you and it's still sizzling from that fire that you are putting off of your earth elemental form.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, yeah, and Molfen, if
I
you're-
just dropped right to his. Yeah, I just dropped down beside her. I
Yeah,
forgot
you
about
would take
that.
fire
4.
damage too. 4 points of fire damage. Still, even though it doesn't seem like a whole lot, it's more than what you would expect.
On a D10, I got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
So yeah, that 4 fire damage will go to you as well, Molfen. You're feeling a little toasty standing there next to a flaming fire elemental. The one thing that you did notice is when the fire hit this creature, and Molfen, you had a very good look at it. It's almost like instantaneous how the blue glow just reappeared. It's almost as if the fire recharged this creature.
No shit.
And then as that blue glow gets to resonate even more, it's going to do it again. And it unleashes yet another icy breath
Oh,
right
damn,
out
I
there to
didn't
all of you.
know. I'm triggering it.
Except Diana and Ashlyn, because they are 10 feet out of range. So everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw except those two. So Riled, I think we'll still have to make a Constitution save. Because it will go around Big B's hand, I believe. It'll wrap around the corners. Dang, Riled can't
22.
roll over a 10. Gosh.
Dad! Get it together! I gave
I
you my
can see
nat
him,
20!
Yeah.
I can see him, right?
Yeah, you can see him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to toss a portent at him once I can get back. Oh, what did I just roll? That was not me.
Do you roll random stuff? in there?
Maybe it was me. I have no idea.
It's all right. So what are you having him roll?
I'm gifting him a 15.
15?
I don't know if that'll help him or not.
Let's see. Plus his con. That will help him succeed. Yep.
Okay.
He's going to succeed on the saving
Yay.
throw. Let's find out how much damage this icy breath does as we re-roll this. A little bit less than last time. The max. Well, wait. Let's see. Lachlan, what did you
Ooh,
get?
nat 20.
20.
20 is a success.
22.
22 is a success. And Molfen as well, you've succeeded. So everyone succeeds and takes half damage. So everyone is going to take 20 points of cold damage.
10.
Yep, 10. And Riled is once again covered in frost. And after it kind of let loose with that frosted energy, you guys can see that glowing of the neck has been dissipated. And it just sits there menacingly looking at you, like looking over, kind of scan like who's the weak link here, who's going to be its snack, and just waiting for somebody to like freeze and lock up so it can just like snap you and drag you away. And that brings us to Callista's turn.
Burn it!
Does it look rough?
It does look pretty rough. Looks like it's got scorch marks and
Alright.
dried areas of flesh that shouldn't be from your flames. It's got blood leaking out of its neck from some kind of gaping slash
Okay.
wound.
I'm gonna just look at Molphin because I know he understands me, and I don't. Well, Ashland's already back anyway, but get Dad and get back. I can take care of this thing. Get back. And I'm just gonna, cause like I got resistance to the cold, and I'm flaming it, so I'm gonna do. I need a dex save, please.
You got it. Dexterity save coming right up.
I think it's a D. Let me just double check.
Is this going to hit the hand as well, or no?
From where she's standing, no. Will not hit the
Okay.
hand.
No,
Won't-
I'm like
it won't-
right on it.
It won't hit anybody except for the salamander. I rolled a 16 on the die plus 1. That is a 17. Does that succeed?
No,
Nope.
sir.
All right.
18. That is 20 fire damage.
20 fire damage. You scorch this thing. It reels back. And as the flames kind of dissipate and you hear that sizzling noise of this flesh kind of boiling, it looks like it's barely able to keep itself up. Like 2 of its limbs are just like down onto the ground in this place. And it looks as if the neck is glowing blue once again after the flames kind of rip through it. It's like sizzling and damaged, and it looks very hurt, but it's still alive. Anything else?
That is it.
That's
I
it?
just kind of push into. I don't think I can do anything else. I just move forward, so
Okay.
as close as I can get.
Okay, Lachlan, that brings us to you.
Oh boy. Oathbow, do you want to spend the next 200 years at the bottom of this cave? You better hit this guy. I'm gonna pull out a poison arrow, knock it,
Okay,
and
fire
do
away.
the old thing.
Are you threatening the oath bow?
Yes, I have. With a 13.
A 13?
Oh no!
That's going to miss.
Yes. Okay.
It goes off into the darkness.
Well, you've chosen your fate.
Seems as if the Oathbow is
I'm-
agitated right now. You haven't slain its sworn enemy.
Yeah. Hungers for-
it hungers for its enemy's death.
I'm actually going to stay up near this thing and turn.
Okay. Ryald's go.
Your daughter said run away.
He looks at you and then looks over at the flaming arrow.
I say get back, not run
girl.
away, because run away will go against his pride.
Fine. Well, at least take this before you leave. And he casts, or before I leave, and he casts some incantations, and he touches you on the shoulder, Molphin, and is going to cast resistance on you, giving you a D4 on a saving throw. All right, and then he's going to back away and start heading towards the pile of Diana and Ashlyn. So he can only move about 30 feet back, so he's about 40 feet now, so he's halfway to getting towards you guys. He's busy trying to navigate climbing over the dead corpse of the other one as he moves out, bringing us to Diana, who is currently under Ashlyn, prone.
Heal yourself.
Do I have to spend?
I'm
my
sorry,
turn
kill yourself?
trying-
Heal yourself. Heal.
I am fine. I have a spell that could end this entire thing. If you would get off of me.
Nope. Be safe. You first. You never take enough time for
my
yourself,
gosh.
Diana.
Do I have to spend my turn where I could do something really? I have to get her off of me. Ah.
Mhm.
Is that my action?
If she is stopping you currently, if she's stopped trying to stop you, you guys would have to make a contested check for you to be able to get up. She is pinning you to the ground.
You know, do I really have to be standing to cast a spell? Well, I mean,
Not really. Most spells is just a creature you can see.
exactly.
As long as you're within range.
Yeah, if you can see it within range, the key is range, because right now you're 70 feet away. But you can see it because Callista is illuminating the whole hallway, and you guys would be able to see anyway, pretty much.
My range is freaking 60 feet.
Oh, you're just out of range.
Oh
Yep.
my god. All right. Oh, darn it. I mean,
I love
so-
you.
I love you too so much. Okay, there is. I could. Okay, so if I hit it in a 60-foot, if I hit it at the edge of the 60-foot range, and it's each creature in a 10-foot radius, so
Oh.
thus it becomes 70 feet.
It does, yes. You would also, if it's each creature, you would also be hitting Molphin and Callista with the same spell.
Molphin, how you looking?
I'm looking like I'm 60 odd feet away, and you're staring at the back of a shrouded individual.
So yeah, you're not really sure from that distance. And you guys just spent the last
here.
6 seconds being drug away. Yeah, that's what you see. Nothing but that.
I mean, if you were to hypothetically take 8d6 of damage,
Hey, if you're gonna
He'd probably be
do
a little irritated. He'd probably smack you around.
he'd be irritated. All right, I can. I'll handle.
Wait,
the
is that-
irritation.
is fire-
I
you're-
cast-
is Fireball 30-foot radius?
Oh, it ain't fireball, babes. This is flame strike.
Flame
I
strike,
cast
okay.
Flame strike.
Got you.
Yeah,
Flame
fireball's 120 foot.
strike. Okay.
What is flame strike?
Yeah, let's.
So flame strike is dexterity saving throw 18 on a success. You will take half. It is 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 radiant damage. So I'm gonna roll my
Well, I'm
d6.
immune to the fire, but I'll take the radiant.
I'll be
what was
fine.
the rate? I mean, what was the? Is it a 30-foot cylinder? Is that what it is?
It is a 10. It is each creature within 10 feet of the cylinder.
Okay. So yeah, Lachlan will be
within
out of
that
range,
60
so you won't hit Lachlan. If it was bigger than that, you would have
Riled
probably.
is out of range as well, right?
Riled is out of range as well, and
I
so
would-
is Ashlyn. So it'll
Okay,
just be
good.
Molphin and Callista
Perfect.
that'll have to, because basically you're targeting Molphin in order to be able to hit this creature with your spell. Is basically in essence in what you're doing.
I know that he can take it. I know that he can take it. From what I know about Molphin, he's fine. He'll be mad, but he'll be fine.
So what saving throw did you say this was again? Dex? Was it Dex save?
dexterity.
Okay, here we go. Oh boy, that's definitely going to fail on the creature's part.
I also failed.
Oh,
I'm a big monster.
Oh, the 4.
a 4.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
no.
Everybody
got 10.
fails. Everybody fails.
I only take 4. I only take the radiant.
Yeah, so what I would
Wolfen
do,
should know I can't heal.
Diana, if you could roll the damage for 1 first and tell us what that number is, and then roll the damage for the second so we can, because some people have resistances to different damage types.
Indeed.
Hmm.
All right, then we shall say that this first one, I don't know, was I guess the fire. That was 18 damage.
18 points of
Okay.
fire damage? Okay.
Yes.
And then you can go ahead and roll for the radiant as well. As all 3 of these individuals are taking it.
I would like to give my deepest condolences to Molfin because you said okay, so that would be 40 damage total.
40 radiant?
Hey Molfin.
40 radiant?
No, I'm so sorry. Not 40 radiant. No, 40 damage total. Like the 46s plus the other 46s. The radiant damage was 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So the 666 now, you know.
22.
What I mean?
22 22 radiant, 18 fire with a total of 40.
Yes.
So Molfin,
I'm very sorry.
you just got this big bee's hand. You just got you did have that D4 for a saving throw from Ryle.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you. You felt like you had a little bit of an advantage until like you all of a sudden looked up above you, and this beacon of flame and radiant energy just slammed down directly onto you, protruding outwards, consuming Callista and this creature. You hear the creature just go and just like screech out, and as the flames and the radiant damage just dissipate, that creature is just blackened in front of you guys, unmoving, motionless, and you guys are out of encounter. And that's a
And
perfect.
Molfin collapsed on the ground.
Honey,
You're
he meant
you're
heal
unconscious?
yourself. Don't attack. Oh no.
I would immediately try to cast Healing Word on him.
I cast Revive.
No, you're not unconscious.
Nope, Molfin just
Okay.
collapses on the ground.
Oh, he just collapses. Just.
Okay.
Oh.
Just literally just face forward on the ground. Just boom.
I go up to Molfin and I cast Heal for 60 points of damage.
70.
60 points of heal. 70 points
70
of
points.
healing.
Oh, Diana's casting heal. All right, I'll take you guys out of an initiative. We'll take you out of combat music here,
I
and
dropped my investor of fire.
you'll drop that. Okay. And all right, so you guys are now sitting in between 2 massive, frosty, salamanderish looking creatures that are dead now in this icy hall. 2 massive holes blasted through either side of the hallway. What would you like to do?
Perhaps we can finish moving through the hallway and then sleep for a day or 3.
I could use the rest of it. Should we cut these things open and see if they swallowed any like adventurers with gear on?
Yeah.
Your
after
blade,
I
not
heal-
mine.
After I kill Molfin for 70 points, I will also go out and investigate with Molfin.
Investigate with Lachlan?
Yeah.
Okay. Each of you, would one of you like to make the
Can I
check with advantage?
Diana, investigate.
Yeah. Diana, you can roll investigation with advantage as Lachlan is helping you, as you guys are
Oh, yay,
investigating the
okay,
area
cool.
here.
I'm sorry.
Hail Mater, guide your eyes on this.
Ilmater, thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah, Lachlan says a prayer as he's doing this. It's you're seeing a lot of new things from Lachlan lately, Diana. It's
Yeah.
You. Okay, thank you for the prayer. I'll take it. Take it. She's looking at him so suspiciously, but you know, maybe he's just found God. Okay, my preaching has worked. With the advantage, that was a 16 plus on the bonus to investigation. It's a 2, so that's an 18 total.
18. You know what? That advantage really helped. Because with an 18, you do find as you kind of look beyond like where one of these creatures busts through out into this hall, and there's a much larger area behind this wall. It's almost as if like this is a larger cave area, and maybe these creatures have frozen this wall into place somehow, and we're using it to kind of funnel this area in. But behind the wall looks like you see a bunch of trash and refuse. You see what looks to be bones of what not only look to be like dead creatures, but you also see one thing. It's a skeletal, what looks to be a skeletal worm. Pretty big one. It kind of wraps around and is kind of somewhat frozen to the back wall of this place. And it just barely catches your eye. But inside the like rib cage of this worm-like bone structure, underneath it, you catch a glimmer, and you think it's, at first you thought it was made of ice, but then you start to look, and within the dim light, you see something purple laying underneath this thing. Do you want to go in and get closer? It definitely doesn't seem like it fits in with the environment right here.
Lachlan's not in his head. I will take a cautious step towards that purple thing.
Okay. You kind of start taking...
Victoria's like, bro, there's a purple worm.
You're heading through, and you notice, like, you're looking around. Oh my gosh, there's like a hole in the wall over there to the right as you're like walking through. Like a pretty wide hole. It looks like something dug through in that part. Then you look over kind of above you, and there's another one, like just up there. And you're creeping ahead, and then when you get to this purple object, you brush away a couple rocks and chunks of ice. And there is what looks to be 2 or 3 foot tall sculpture of a raven that looks like the base of it has been broken off of something. Like it looks like it's not attached to something. And it's uniquely painted purple.
Can I make I want to say like hello computer. I want to say like history or like religion check on like something, like to get background information on it if I could. Like, does it look like any symbols?
Sure.
Or like
Let's call this,
insight into...
if you'd like to like specify something, and then like if you want to make a religion check to see if it's a religious kind of symbol, you can do that. If you want to do history to see if it has some kind of other representation, you can do that. You need to kind of maybe target a specific thing on this instead of... So which would you rather do?
Because I'm assuming that it has something to do with the Raven Queen, but that's just Diana assuming things because now she can't look at a bird and not think of that lady. So, I kind of want to do. I guess this is hard. Lachlan, hey Lachlan, if you found a mysterious purple statue of a raven, what kind of question would you ask about it?
I'd probably show it to Gramps. He knows everything.
I don't wanna. This is mine. I will I'll do a religion check on it. I'll see if it's got anything to do with the Raven Queen.
Okay, go ahead and make a
May
religion.
later guide your knowledge.
Oh, he gives you some. He casts a prayer and gives you guidance. You can
remember your studies.
You can add a D4 to your check.
You studied, right? You didn't just, coast.
Excuse me? Okay.
Come on, Dice, tell us the story.
I said that.
Give me a 1.
Molfin, I swear I still made her.
I don't know if I disappeared or if I just didn't hear her.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Molfen dice for a 1. And then with Lachlan's guidance, I rolled a 3. So 5 total.
5 total.
On whether or not this thing belongs to the Raven Queen.
There's not any really distinguishing marks on it. It's just a raven. It could be a symbol. Maybe not. It could be just the sculpture of a bird. You don't know. But it looks like it's definitely broken off of something.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Mr. Knows the Bible like the back of his hand now or something. Would you like to see what this thing might be?
I got nothing.
Oh no.
You should show it to Gramps. He knows everything.
I'll pick up the thing and I'll take it over to Gramps.
Okay. So emerging out back into the hallway as you guys are kind
I
of...
love how salty she is with Lachlan.
Why would you?
Lachlan's low hit points. He's afraid right now.
Lachlan's trying to be as cautious as he can.
I'm Ilmater's favorite in this group. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they...
Fight you for Dad's attention.
Diana and Lachlan emerge with this... It's larger than a normal raven, but it's a sculpture of a raven. Its wings aren't open. It's like closed wing, and it looks like it's been broken off of something.
So I tried to figure out what it was, and I'm kind of stumped. So I just pulled it out to Molfen Callista.
I think it's modern art.
Who's that guy we sold the beehive to?
I don't even remember that guy. But yeah, you guys totally sold a beehive to somebody that owned a museum.
So yeah, Molfen will take a little bit of a look at it and trying to think which way Molfen would go with this.
When you're that old, religion and history tend to blur together, you know?
Molfen is thinking more of where he's heading rather than the religion. And I want to make a history check and see if I can figure anything out on this thing.
Okay. Go ahead. You can make a history
It's
check.
tied to the area or something
Why
to do
is
with the
that
tower we're
here?
heading to. Yeah.
May Ilmater help you, Diana says.
Are we in the Underdark yet? Like, is that where we are?
You're not 100% sure. I mean, you guys have descended quite a bit.
And Diane, did you just cast guidance?
Yes, Diana, very pointedly to Molfen, says, and may Ilmater help you.
Okay.
Whoa.
No.
Let's see what that extra D4 gives us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, apparently Ilmater wants to help because that was a 4.
A 4. Ooh.
So that will give us a total of 36.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god.
I got a plus 15 history.
I told you he knows everything.
Molfen, you used to remember a time where... well, the first thing is you're like...
The dinosaurs were around.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Social security number. What?
I remember when the dinosaurs were invented.
The first thing that comes to your mind is, my gosh, Ashlyn might be not too far off on this. Like, this is definitely art. It's not modern art. This looks more like ancient art to you. But the thing that you start to recognize and start to think about, and you being a wizard would kind of know this, wizards like to have familiars. You used to have a few that you utilized often. You still have one that you tend to call upon occasionally to do the stuff that you don't want to do. This could be maybe possibly a sculpture of a wizard's familiar. That's the best assumption that you can kind of muster. There's not like any like runes or any writing about it, so that there's really nothing that gives you that indication that it is damaged a little bit. It has a little bit of like scratch marks and things of that nature.
How lifelike is it? Would Molfen think that this is potentially something that's been petrified, like Clarion was?
It looks sculpted.
Okay.
It definitely does look like sculpted stone that's been painted, and surprisingly enough, though, the paint has withstood the test of time. It's kind of like my face paint right now. See, it's still there.
Nice.
New sponsor.
Yes.
Yes. Many of us use your products.
That's it. Yeah.
Marin Paradise Face Paints. Go check them out.
Tell them we sent you. And tell them to get in contact with us.
Link in the chat.
As Molfen sort of looking over it, and she'll hand it back over to Diana. Actually, it appears that Ashlyn was correct in this one.
What?
Well, not modern. It is just some extremely old sculpture. Someone seemed to either be quite skilled with stoneworking or hired someone who was. As a thing for birds.
Do we have any idea how it would have gotten down here, Molfen?
Where did you find it?
I can show you. And I will gesture for him to follow me and start walking back down the path to the worm.
Okay.
Worm carcass.
Yeah. Molfen,
Is this
you roll.
constituting as like a short rest? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. If you guys want to relax during this time, yeah, you can take a short rest here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read.
Gonna read? Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you'll get an hour of reading time in for the short rest,
Cool.
if that's what you're going to do during your short rest.
Yep.
Anybody who would like to kind of relax and spend hit dice, if you need to spend any hit dice, you may do so, and whatever you regain on a short rest, you can regain those things. Diana takes you to the spot inside there, Molfen. You notice the same things that I described previously, the massive holes. It's definitely cold in here. It's covered in ice and frost, and you can see your breath throughout this chamber. You're taken over to the spot, and she shows you where she kind of cleared the stone and ice away from this purple raven. Oh, did Matthew freeze on us?
You might have.
Physical ability.
He doesn't want to see what is beyond. He has closed his eyes.
His eyes are closed too.
Yeah, I think he might have frozen on
We
us.
lost him.
We lost him. Yeah. While is he back?
This is
There he is.
Oh, he's back.
I hear him cutting in and out audio wise.
There he is.
I will.
There we go.
There he goes.
Is it the Ghost Network again?
for some reason, my computer keeps finding new routers to connect to.
Strange.
Oh no.
Are you being hacked?
No, I think it's because so many in the neighborhood used to use a specific company, and they name all of their routers the same bloody thing. So as people stop using them and switch companies and then reconnect them, they get the same piece of hardware, and my computer's finding them all.
Ooh.
Yeah, so basically
Okay, that should not happen.
Diana took you into that same chamber that I described earlier and took you right to the spot where she found it.
And points out it was inside basically a dead worm belly.
Yeah, it wasn't like inside it. It was more underneath it. It seems like this worm is kind of half frozen to the wall, and it was lying kind of underneath it in just a pile of ice and rubble.
What else does a rubble look like?
You guys can further investigate inside if you'd like to.
Yeah, well, does it look like it's man-made?
The rubble?
Yes.
No.
Like, okay.
Mm-mm. Yeah, you can tell by
So no
just
like
looking
bricks
at it.
or anything like that, and no bricks or anything that I think would be bits of a tower.
Nope, just looks like cave, natural cave, stone and rock and dirt.
It's not on the path. If it's not the way Molfen was feeling the draw to, then
Mm-hmm.
not interested in it.
Okay.
That's the point. If it was under here, perhaps something ripped its stomach open and it just bled out, and perhaps it had eaten the thing.
Oh. Okay. I guess that is kind of logical. Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's just creepy down here. Like, there's like nothing deeper to this. Creepy.
I'm
for
sorry.
the sake of being creepy.
I'm sorry, my dear. At my age, it's hard to hear sometimes.
It's okay. I understand. I lean closer to Molfin's ear, and I'm like, okay, so.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, put that microphone
You're too far away.
right up to your face whenever you do it. There you go. I don't know.
Molfin.
There you go. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's
This
just yeah.
This is me against Molfin's ear.
There, we can hear you really well right there.
Okay, so is it creepy in here just for the sake of being creepy, or like what? Like, you don't think that there's anything deeper to it than just like this place is weird?
Considering that we are dealing with a being that was attempting to ascend to godhood, whose very domicile was shredded and strewn throughout the realms and planes of existence. Who knows what it brought through with it when it landed here?
That's a good point. Well, yeah. So it really is just a pretty little statue, huh?
It appears to be. I mean, I assume if we manage to bring it out and find someone who enjoys art, or perhaps, or someone who happens to like birds, it should probably be worth some coin to them.
Alrighty. Cool then. I'll just.
If not, it's rather heavy. We could always just.
I throw it into the bag of holding.
All right.
It
goes, it just disappears into the bag of holding as you shove it
go.
inside.
Problem solved.
Okay.
We found a pretty little birdie.
Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Yep.
Can I mount it on top of my tower?
if no one's buying it, then yeah. I'd say
Okay.
but
Or if you wish to buy it, it's only 35,000 gold.
All right.
Can I steal it from you? I can probably steal it from you.
I will go back to the rest of the party and rest up and heal.
Okay. Sure. So you guys take a short rest. Nothing seems to. You don't hear anything other than these natural cave sounds throughout your rest. You guys all complete your short rest after spending an hour kind of relaxing. It is cold, a little bit uncomfortably cold, but nothing that you guys have. You guys brought out your Bryn Shander wear, so you guys have dealt with this kind of cold before. So what would you guys like to do next?
Onward?
Onward along the path.
Do we
Still
have
seeking
to?
My tower. Yes,
Why?
until either the sword or the eye are in our possession.
Why?
Do we know how far this goes down? How many weeks or months are we going to be looking for this thing? Do you have a gauge on it?
Not the foggiest.
Right.
No, I was shown the entranceway.
You should ask to see the ending.
I can't do anything about it today.
I would, but it. What? Huh. I wonder.
Do you wonder?
I've just had a rather a potentially horrendous idea.
Oh, great. We have none of those.
Well,
Raul looks at you. He's like, "Do we really need any more horrendous ideas?"
this may be the perfect type of horrendous. It all depends on how many bits of tower from this individual have been strewn throughout the prime material plane. Mild, I'm not sure if you have much experience with teleportation magic. But if you have an item associated with the location,
Yes.
it makes it rather simple to pinpoint and teleport to that location.
Right.
Remember that time
utilized. Well, yes, I did not realize I had to focus through the hand when we decided to torture those poor lizard folk. But I focused through the hand to find the way to get us to the entranceway Dawn showed me,
Right.
because it was associated with where the hand was from.
Right.
Why not just focus on the tower itself?
Mm.
So long as it's on the same plane of existence, we should just be able to, there in an instant. It is on the same plane of existence. We know one of them is on this plane.
Does having
The question is what happens if there are 6 of them on here?
Does having the object but not seeing the place have any effect on the teleportation? Game master question for you, Dolphin, on that.
I do not believe it does.
Okay.
Display. A second here. Well, that is here. I always forget it looks like that. Okay, so let me see. Associated. Yeah, so spell instantly transports you 8-1 creatures of your choice you can see to a destination you select. That's all it says.
Okay.
If you target an object, must be able to fit inside a cube. Destination you chose must be known to you. It doesn't say. See, that's the question. Is define known. Destination must be known, and it must be on the same plane of existence as you.
Okay.
So we know that tower is technically known. We know it exists.
Right. I would allow
But-
it. Yeah.
And with an associated object of that, it's just you're on target.
You're on target. All right. I'd allow it.
But
it was
in order to do so, we would need to rest for a short while, well, longer than we just rested.
Can we do it out of the cold?
No, but we can light a fire.
Are we kind of in the tower, though?
No, we are looking for the tower. We're just in a massive cave trying to find the remnants of this portion of it.
Why don't we go farther into the cave so we're not in this creepy cold room?
Have you noticed as we go deeper, it gets colder?
Can we go back to the other room with all the bones? No, let's stay here with this salamander carcass.
We have the bone room. We have the wine room.
Oh,
We have the creepy ceiling fisher people
Nope.
room.
nope, not there.
I'm thinking either here or deeper is better, and if you don't want to be colder,
Wine room it is. Oh wait, we can't drink in there. Anything.
right, everything is wine.
Ah, bone room it
You
is.
can drink. You just drink wine.
I think we've slept in the cold before. Cold is,
Cold is
I
much
mean,
more tolerable than.
Do we have a hut? Tiny hut?
We can have a hut.
Fine.
It'll take me a few minutes to prepare it, but
All right.
Okay.
Do we want to
Like
do
the olden days.
What were you saying there, Diana?
I was gonna say, do we want to do watches or anything, guys? Or
Well,
Of
I'm not
course.
sleeping at all. I need to
What?
get this book.
You're gonna try to knock this book out.
I have to knock this book. I have 12 hours left. I am staying up for 12 hours
Ooh.
straight. And if we need to go without me getting a full rest, that's If you can wait for me, great for a full rest. But if not, then she'll just be exhausted for the day
I might have something
and
that can fix
kind of
that.
tapped on spells.
Well, I might have something that can fix the exhaustion at least. Maybe I have to look. I'll look it up in the morning.
Okay.
The thing is,
Well, what
that
time of day is it right now?
That's a good question.
Because that'll affect things.
I think you guys woke up, you teleported to the lizard folk, where you trolled them for a while, for a few minutes, and then you teleported immediately to the cave mouth area. You guys got into a few fights. Probably, what do you guys, would you guys say probably maybe around like 2-ish, 3 o'clock-ish?
yeah, that's what I
Like
was thinking.
PM-ish, I think, somewhere around there. Maybe like midday, you know?
At least I'd think, depending on
Yeah.
how far down we've gone.
Yeah, probably it might be a little bit later than that. So probably dinner time or a little bit after, I would say, probably, because with all the travel and things too.
So it's midday now.
You probably like 5 or 6. So yeah, you guys could probably
5? Okay.
yeah.
So I would be reading till about 6 in the morning.
You'll try to stay up all night and read.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would read till 6.
Okay, before you do that, I am gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can stay up all night, due to
That
the
is
fact that you've
fair.
been traveling a lot, and
Yeah.
just in case you don't drift off, and see how many hours did you get. The rest of you, Molfin, are you going to do ritual tiny hut? Is that on here?
Ritual tiny hut,
Okay.
and Molfin is taking. Molfin will take a second watch.
Second watch.
I can take third and fourth.
Okay.
Hey, Callista, you want some guidance?
I mean, it's over the night span. I don't think you can keep guiding me
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, this is kind of like a
Oh,
long.
good.
Guidance is only going to be for like 1 minute of of this.
Yeah.
You'd literally have to stay awake with her and keep slapping
Yeah,
her.
no, it's fine. Don't worry.
Guidance.
It's fine.
Guidance.
I
Guidance.
rolled a 14 plus 4, so 18.
18. You succeed. You're going to be able to
18
stay up all
total.
night. Yep, you'll be able to pull it out.
Good. Okay.
Anybody else taking watches? I think Ashlyn said third and fourth.
As we
I'm
get 2,
taking
3, and
watch- I'm
4.
taking Lachlan.
Yep.
I can take first watch.
First watch. Okay.
I'm taking first watch with Lachlan.
Okay.
Well, if you guys have all the watches, I'll just sleep.
No, I want to be on a watch with Lachlan.
Oh, you want to be with Lachlan?
Oh, you're gonna be with Lachlan on the first watch.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
With Lachlan.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Well,
Yeah.
shoot.
Callista's got some competition.
I mean,
I-
Callista's awake.
Callista is
so-
awake, reading a
but
book.
not listening.
Are you
I'm
guys?
reading a book. It's fine.
So you guys are taking watches. What does the tiny hut look like? Wolfen?
Literally, this is just picture a glass ball.
Oh, so it's completely
Just
clear.
compa-
Yeah.
Completely clear. You can see in, you can see out.
Are you guys doing anything for heat in here? Or you guys just kind of brave the cold for the night.
How thick is the floor?
It seems like frost and ice covered stone.
Okay, so we're not at risk of falling.
Yeah,
So Molfin will
the issue you're gonna have here is something to burn, because there's like no wood around, unless you have something that you could use in your supplies.
What's the statue made of?
Stone.
I have nunchucks.
You have nunchucks.
You can burn the nunchucks.
Lachlan just wants to burn the nunchucks.
Molfin's going to look down and then pull the crystal off the top of his staff
Okay.
and start breaking the quarterstaff.
Wait, what?
This was the staff you
What?
started with episode 1, right?
This is the original staff that's always had his.
no.
And you're breaking
Spell
it?
focus.
You guys watch Molfin detach the gem off the top of his staff that you guys met him with the very first time, and he starts going.
Why are you
Just
doing
start
this? That
snapping
seems
it.
unhealthy.
Into kindling.
We need a way to stay warm.
Just cuddle with you.
Don't we literally have a rune of fire from the giants?
Yeah, I think you guys do. Yes.
I also have produce flame, like I can just make fire.
Right, but we need something to burn, so unless we're going to light Lachlan on fire.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay,
Yes,
so
produce fire works wonderful to create it. It makes a magical flame. But we need something to continue to burn.
yeah.
You need like oil or fuel if you're gonna actually burn me.
Yeah, you. Why are we
Wait, don't say that
principal?
part. Don't.
Molfin's going to reach out and sort of pinch the midsection around his stomach and be like, I hear fat melts into a lovely oil that can be burned.
I've been eating a lot lately. Okay.
Actually,
no,
it's going back into those animals.
I just go back to reading.
All right, Calista just goes back and starts reading the book again. So
Just let me know when you need to light it.
you igniting this staff? It's broken up into pieces.
It's Molfin just setting it up to get a little, get it all set up, and then once it's ready, have Callista light it so it's a magical flame, so it doesn't immediately go out.
Okay, yeah. It seems to catch and ignite the fire from the staff. You have a feeling like it's not going to last very long. Lachlan, did you want to try to throw the nunchucks into the fire?
I don't really want to lose them, but
It's up to you.
I have flasks of oil.
You do.
I'll throw
As he says now, after.
a couple in.
All right.
Well, I mean,
There's
we
a couple
started regular
spears.
stuff.
There's spears
I
in
got
the
a
bag of
javelin.
holding.
You
Yeah,
got
there's
some
spears and javelins.
Yeah, you guys can break up some spears and javelins and throw them in there. It's still kind of, these aren't like thick logs or anything. So you have an idea, like they're gonna burn pretty fast with flame. With Callista's magical flame, like she could keep a magical flame going. It'll create light. It might not necessarily create the kind of heat that you would get from a nice bonfire or something like that, or a campfire. But
Do we still have the fancy rocking horse in the bag of holding?
I think you might.
Fancy rocking horse?
Yeah, that would actually
remember.
burn for a little bit.
I thought we sold that.
Or the wooden statue of a halfling with a gold pipe?
That would
Didn't we sell?
that would burn.
You might be right.
I'm just
Oh, did we
imagining
spoil
all you
that?
now like gathering the things that you've earned that were really special to you at one point in the adventure, and you're just dumping them into this fire to keep warm.
Cold.
10 pounds of elk jerky.
Oh, that's
That's
not that's
long
that's
gone.
rotten by now. If you haven't touched it.
That's long gone. We would have gave that to the Griffins a long time ago.
Yeah, true. I mean, you don't feel like you feel like if you throw those things in there, you'll keep warm for a while. Eventually the fire will go out and you'll get a little cold, but you don't feel like it's going to be a make or break situation where it's going to you guys spent nights out in near the Icewind Dale before. So,
I used produce flame to as a reading light.
oh yeah. Nice on the tip of your finger, just like
Yeah,
licks her finger and turns a page and keeps going.
Make sure it's the right finger.
That's it. Yeah, don't lick the produce flame. Ah, forgot.
Just burst my face into flame.
After digging through my pack, I find a tinderbox. Hello?
Yeah, tinderbox.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't
Okay,
even
cool.
really.
Yeah, I think we have
Tinderboxes are-
torches
yeah.
and lanterns if we need them.
Tinderbox
so.
is kind of just like a
Okay,
fire
cool.
starter,
Lighting mechanism.
yeah,
Yeah.
lighting mechanism.
Which is
And I was like-
absolutely useless when you're near me.
Yeah,
True.
true. Yeah, because it would go out. And natural flames go out with Molfin
Won't the
around.
staff not even burn in front of him?
What's that?
The staff won't even burn around him, right?
As long as it's magic.
'cause
If it's magical flame from Callista,
I'll
and
have to
Callista's
prepare
sustaining
create
it.
on fire for tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
sustaining it with a cantrip, so it's
So it's,
it's passive, but it's annoying.
yeah.
So tomorrow I can create bonfire, which is like a natural magical flame. but I didn't have it prepared. I just have my cantrip.
Okay. So Callista is
tomorrow
reading
we
and keeping the
should
fire
use it.
going all night.
Mhm.
Lachlan and Diana, as Ashlyn and Molfin go to sleep or trance, you two are left awake inside the dome with Callista focusing on the book. I need both of you to make perception checks for your watch, and then if you have any roleplay that you would like to do during this watch, which is why I think Diana stayed up with Lachlan, I will allow you to do so.
What is that face? You don't have to answer any question that you don't want to.
Zone of truth.
Nice.
My perception is only an 8.
8. Got you.
19.
19. Very good.
19.
So I will. I'll let you role play for a little while, and I'll let you know how those roles work out for you.
So, have we ever taken a watch together? That's
I'm sure we have.
probably at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah, probably. So, how are things?
I think she said, "How are things?"
You know.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry,
There you
how
go.
are
That's
things?
better. Mhm.
Things are good. I have my poison kit. I've got some arrows. I'm like,
Oh yeah, if you'd like to make a roll for that too, Lachlan, you can.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, Lachlan, you can add 10 poison arrows.
Whoa.
Diana, you're good luck.
Thank you.
With a nat
Thank you
20.
so much. I try to be. Thank you for speaking of good luck. Thanks for the guidance earlier. I know I was being silly about it, but I was just kidding, you know. If you're into religion now, that's cool.
I
You don't
mean,
have to talk
I
about
was.
it.
It was incredible that you found that artifact. That was great. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
You're wondering why I have these powers out of nowhere, aren't you?
I am wondering how you can cast guidance and things like that. I do wonder, but you don't have to tell me or anything like that if you don't want to. It's just a matter of curiosity for me. I just want to know if there's another religious-y type person on the team, one who's not actively searching for creepy, deteriorated body parts.
I can barely hear you right now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that sucks.
There you go. That's better.
That's my life.
Yes.
Okay, so the new rule is I have to stay with my lips touching my microphone. That's the rule now.
It's got to be that
If I wanna
cable or
speak.
something. I'm not sure what's going on.
It must be. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, it would just be cool, I guess, to know if there's anybody else religiously on the team. But I mean, again, religion is also a very personal topic. So if it's not something that you want to talk about, that's fine.
No. It's good. It's I mean, you remember the garden, right?
The garden was really amazing, yeah.
I mean, they let me in. I'm not a great
Yeah.
guy. I've done some dumb things, and they let me in.
We've all done some dumb things.
I think, yeah. I gestured all the sleeping figures. Like, there's been some real dumb things that we've done. How long? It's been what, a year, or how long have we been?
It certainly feels like a year. Feels like 3 sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely felt something when I was in that garden. That was That was cool. You know, and I have to admit, when you revived those giants, that was... I've never seen anyone do anything like... They were dead. They were straight up dead, and we were all going to die. And all of a sudden, it was like... So I don't know. Like, gloat all you want, but, you know,
It's all in a day's work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I've always been impressed with how smart Gramps is, so I've always tried to kind of reverse engineer what he does, and I think I've picked up a couple tricks, and I think that, you know, between the garden and some of the things I've seen, I'm learning other things I can reverse engineer too, and it's extraordinary. It's this incredible well of power, and, you know, maybe we can do some good. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what I'm here for, you know, to try to at least sow some little seeds of good out there in the world. You know? But I think it's cool that, I don't know, that's development, I guess, for you. You know?
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I appreciate it. Very kind.
Development, development in your powers. But,
Yes, let's call it that.
yeah. I guess, if there ever is anything that is, I suppose, generally cleric-y, or any of those kinds of, like, radiant spells, and you want someone to talk with about it. I mean, if you can learn some wizard stuff from Gramps, you know? You could... I don't know. This is a safe space.
Thanks.
Yeah. So is it Omater? Or not that you have to tell me or anything, but
Cliff just kind of chokes back a laugh in the background. It's like,
What's great about this whole conversation is, you know, like, Callista's reading, but Calista has one ear open to everything that's happening.
I would
It's like
conjure up my
Rush,
mage hand.
Yep.
I'd conjure up my mage hand, and you would notice that the mage hand does have a very slender red cord around the ghostly crayon hand.
Oh, nice image.
Diana is like, yes! Oh my god. Wait, hang on. Diana, canonically, because I learned about this, has like the whole red tie things on her wrists and stuff, both of them, because, you know, Cleric of Omater and stuff like that. Upon seeing this, she would take one of them off and give it to Lachlan.
Aww.
Wait,
Kind of like,
seriously?
I mean, if you're in the church, you're in the church, you know what I mean? And you don't have one, so...
I guess I can't convert to Moltenism now. Jeez. I would go ahead and I'd put it on.
As you guys, as Lachlan says that, like, Molfin does one of those things where, like, he's still asleep, but he goes, Lachlan, what are you doing? He kind of like rolls over.
Dead to me. Dead. Dead.
Thanks, Diana. That means a lot. I know you've carried that thing through some, you know, crazy times. I'll take it seriously.
I mean, I have two, so... It's fine. It's a red twine. They're plentiful. No.
Well, now I mean you're devaluing it. Fair enough. I'll accept it for what it is.
The sentimental value is very, very high, though. You are correct. But yeah, we're a team. We're a family.
Lachlan, it seems with your roll on your perception check that you are so enthralled with this conversation with Diana that you really weren't focusing on watching around. Diana has been doing a good job, although being the one who's been controlling the conversation for the most part and kind of guiding it and asking the questions and leading you. She still is able to keep her eyes peeled, and you do not notice anything throughout your extensive watch here as you guys take the first watch. Eventually, the first watch comes to an end, and if there's any other things that you guys would like to discuss or ask, this is your opportunity, or you guys can go ahead and wake Molfin up for the second watch.
I will say,
Sorry.
what?
You go ahead.
I mean, I'm, just learning about this stuff, but I think that some of us don't understand just how much we kind of, vibe with the whole sacrifice thing. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes on around here. A lot of suffering. I don't know.
A lot of what I think that we do is a lot of taking suffering that would belong to others and taking it upon ourselves to save others from them. And I think that there are a lot of instances of people in this party doing that and not quite realizing that that is exactly what Ilmater is. So, yeah. I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird, but it's also very fitting, and it makes perfect sense why, Ilmater would, I believe, send me to all of you or get us all together, because really, no matter how different we all are, we all kind of are all the same,
Yeah, just, if it comes down to it, we need to make sure that Ulfin makes like a non-aggression pact, like an agreement to disagree with Ilmater, as opposed to like full-on war. If it comes down to it, okay. I think we could, they can each have their own like corner of the world that they control. Like,
Ilmater is not a very violent person. I think that they should be fine as long as Molfin doesn't go around torturing small children for no good reason or for any reason at all. Then I think he and Ilmater will get on just like he and I do. Maybe playfully adversarial, but truly rather close. Yes, this was a good talk.
good talk.
Molfin, you are shaken awake by Lachlan to take second watch.
Wonderful.
It seems that Diana and Lachlan get comfortable and they take their rest. Callista continues to read her book, and she kind of gives you a look as you're getting yourself up and ready for your watch. You can go ahead and roll a perception check to constitute for your watch as you're...
Really? Landed flat. Perception. Okay, 24.
24, excellent. Is there anything in particular that you would do, or you're kind of alone, but you know Callista is awake? She looks like she's
just
concentrating, but...
Actually, yes, there's one thing I will do about halfway through the watch, once I'm sure that the others are good enough sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Molfin's going to go into his pockets and whatnot. I'm going to pull out a small vial. Just start scraping some snow and frost off the ground and into the vial. Just get a nice little basically a little vial full of powder.
Okay.
Walk over to Diana and try to find her open hand.
Okay.
Dump the powder onto the hand.
Okay.
Pull out the quill and just sort of tickle at the nose.
Oh, God. Here's what we're going to do. Molfin, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. And Diana, make a perception check with disadvantage because you are currently asleep.
Oh, that's not great.
I'm assuming I see this happening.
You are watching this happen. Yes, out of the corner of your eye.
And Molfin is just like...
A 15 plus a 10 is a 25.
Oh,
With
dear
disadvantage? Oh,
With disadvantage.
gosh.
That's my girl.
Would
So
you get
proud.
Molfen?
Nope. Nowhere near
So,
that.
Molfen, you do begin to dump the powder into the hand, but Diana, you immediately, your eyes jolt open, looking right at your hand, and you can feel the cold of the frost in your hand, and you can see Molfen is standing there, dumping this substance into your hand.
Wait, is it possible for me to act like I'm still sleeping when I feel this happen?
Yeah, you
And
could,
then-
you could. Yeah, with that check, yeah. Yeah, somebody's dumping
And-
something cold into your hand. And you're pretty
Okay.
sure that the only person, there are only two people awake right now that you remember from going to sleep. One of them is Molfen, and one of them is Callista.
I am feigning sleep and like barely opening my eyes that I can see where Molfen is, but like kind of like keeping them halfway closed and like acting like, maybe my nose is itchy, maybe it isn't, maybe my hand starts twitching. I'm like, maybe I'm gonna scratch my nose, and I facepalm Molfen.
Molfen, you get this frosted
Nice.
blast into your face as Diana takes her hand and just picks it up super quickly as you're tickling her nose. And the shroud is just covered in the front with frost.
Wolf's just gonna turn and walk back over to his watch and sit down.
Yeah, you had that coming.
Play stupid games, get stupid answers. No, I'm kidding.
That was excellent.
Wolf's gonna look over at Callista a little bit. I figured that was nicer than what I wanted to do for her lighting me on fire.
I mean, it was a fair shot. Just gotta be quieter.
I healed you.
Or do it from further away.
Next time you know.
I like it. She's just like the mom, just reading the book and talking to you, not even looking at you, just reading. It's so
Yeah.
good. I love it. So Molfen, your watch continues. You don't see anything or notice anything during your watch, and it comes time to kind of snap Ashlyn out of her trance to get her for the last two watches.
Molfen will walk over and gently jostle Ashlyn awake.
Okay. So Ashlyn, you
Okay.
can go ahead and also make a perception check for me for your watch.
Didn't see anything during mine. Diane and Lachlan didn't say anything about theirs, so
Should
one
be
would assume it
uneventful.
was okay.
Okay. That's 19 plus 10, so 29.
29.
Well,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. I don't have my Streamlabs up there. Who's is it Sparky?
Sparky Mac 85.
Sparky Mac 85. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. I also
You're
got
welcome.
a text message on my phone that says that we just got a another extra life donation.
Hey, thanks.
Not sure. It doesn't say on
Thank
my
you.
doesn't say on my text message who is from, but whoever made that donation, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Cool. Ashlyn, is there anything in particular you'd be doing? You're the only one kind of awake as the rest of them kind of went to sleep. Callista is still up reading.
Trying not to bother Callisto, but just kind of like walking around,
Walking around
doing
inside.
nothing.
Yeah, the hut is only what, like 10 feet radius? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you're
It's-
you're
Okay.
just making a very, very small. You have to to go around the
Yeah.
perimeter. You have to squat down because it's dome shaped, so it's the tallest in the center. So
She can. Any of them can walk in and out of it at will.
oh, so yeah, you can.
Oh,
Walk,
it will,
So,
okay.
like your upper half.
Yeah, as long as I'm
is-
inside it, they can all
Yeah.
come and go as they please.
Sure. Towards your last hour of your watch, Ashlyn, you do hear some skittering coming from out through the ice wall out into the main hallway area.
From where we came, or from where we're facing, going?
Kind of imagine you guys went into this. So you had this hallway with these two ice walls, and then the
Uh-huh.
creatures burst out, creating these holes, and you guys went into
Oh,
one of
right,
these holes
okay.
in one of these chambers, and you guys are camping out there. It's coming from outside
Okay.
in the hallway, but you hear some skittering.
Oh. Can I peek out of the ice wall to see what is there?
Sure, make a
Quietly?
make a perception check. Hey, actually, make a stealth check first, and then make a perception check second.
Okay. Stealth is 24. Perception is 19.
Okay.
This time.
As you go out into the hall and you look around the corner, you notice there are 2 creatures eating at the corpse of one of those salamanders. They look like massive white-furred spiders.
Nope.
They don't seem to have noticed you,
I'm
and they're just munching and taking and yanking pieces off of this creature.
You're so much gonna back on up real quietly,
Okay.
then go in the middle and say, "Giant spiders, yay!" And kind of like cluster the giant spiders in the other room. Should we just huddle down here, or should we wake everyone up?
Let's just stay quiet for now. At least in the dome we're fine. But keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Don't leave the dome. Just keep a listen out for me.
Okay.
I'll try to, but I'm a little occupied.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Here for
Just-
advice. All right.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
So I
just-
will point
you're good,
myself
just stay
in the
quiet.
direction of the hole.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And try not to breathe too much.
Yeah, you guys.
You can breathe.
You stay super quiet. I mean, with your stealth check that you made, you're extremely quiet. When does the dome end? Is
It's
it
in 8
hours.
8 hours. Okay, so it's approaching that time where you guys are going to get your full rest, but the dome will end. You takes near the end of your rest, you don't really hear much noise coming out from that hallway. You can barely see through the ice wall a little bit. You saw a little bit of motion, and then that motion kind of disappeared. So it seemed like since you were quiet and left these creatures alone, that maybe they got their fill, or they, retreated back to wherever it is that they came from. And the long rest ends. The dome subsides, and Callista, you get 8 hours of reading done during that span.
Okay.
That rest, that's a long rest, is 8 hours. But if you'd like to rest,
Were there
Okay.
also hours before the long rest?
Yeah, was there hours before the long rest?
when did you guys?
Because
want to go
if
to
I were to-
sleep? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, did you guys?
I
want to
was
spend
timing
4
it to like
hours?
finish the book around 6 a.m. is when I was
Okay.
trying to plan it.
Sure. Yeah, so you wanted.
what
so you
time
wanted
is
to
it
do
right now?
all the. So you basically wanted to take 4 hours of reading before you even casted the dome,
Yeah,
and then take the 8 hours to finish the book.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I want to be done by first light is what my plan was.
And as the dome subsides, you finish the very last half page of the text, and you feel that you feel that as you finish reading that last line, the text all begins to glow. And I believe this is one of those books that can only be read like every 100 years or something like
Every
that.
100 years.
And as that text glows, you can feel the energy within you, but all the text along the pages of the book disappear. And it's just blank pages inside the book. And I believe that raises your wisdom
Finally.
score 2 points, doesn't it?
It
It does?
Imagine real
yeah.
books.
I'm really OP and I'm really excited.
Who gets 100 years? Was it Ashlyn? Was it
Ashlin's
Diana?
got it next. In the
Yeah.
next century, she's got it.
Very good. Next century. Yes.
Can't wait.
Between the
Mustard?
elves and the druids, like
Absolutely.
Just passed along. Oh, does Diana want a
Great.
century? I can take it to century after that.
So you guys do gain all the benefits of a long rest. So everybody's max hit points, spell slots
not
restored,
me.
except for
Alright.
Callista. Yeah, Callista, you are going to actually have a point of exhaustion for staying up all night.
Yeah.
So that's a disadvantage
where's
on
my-
ability checks, I believe, is the way that works.
Okay.
Or is it skill checks or ability checks? I need to find out the definition.
I
of
think
that.
it's skill checks.
I think it's skill checks, and I think during Critical Role, Matthew Mercer says ability checks a lot, but I think it's only skill checks. I don't think
It might be both.
Is there a distinction?
I
Isn't
think
it
there-
just an ability check that you can apply a skill?
I don't know.
Where do
I
I
want to
put
look
this?
at the D&D Beyond here and double check.
Yeah, there's different.
If it says skill
stages.
specifically, then general ability checks I don't think fall under that if it's specific in the wording. But
Either way,
if it's ability checks, it'd be abilities probably and skills. I would
So
think.
level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, all ability checks. Okay.
On
Yeah.
all
but it
ability
doesn't.
checks.
But does
okay.
it say? Does that include skills?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
It lists just says ability checks. None of the 6 levels mention skill checks.
Got it. So yeah.
Okay.
Basically, ability and skill checks. Disadvantage.
I will walk up to Callista and cast Greater Restoration.
Oh,
Which-
thank you.
Oh.
Will reduce her exhaustion level by 1.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
So seeing
Thank you.
seeing the bags under your eyes from
I'm
the
still
extensive
short on,
reading,
like, I'm still under, because I don't think I can restore HP,
you can't,
and I can't restore spell
You
slots.
can't
but
restore
I,
spell slots either. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't get those
You don't
benefits.
exhaust.
But you're no
Okay,
longer
okay.
exhausted, and you don't take disadvantage on any of those ability checks or skill checks.
cool.
All right.
So I'm a little tapped, but better. Should be fine.
That portent. That's like a great portent roll.
Oh,
18, 3, and 1,
18,
nice.
3,
Wow,
and
and
a
a-
1. That's a good portent roll.
That's a let's do big things today portent roll.
All right. So
Oh. I don't know what it was last night.
Hey,
I feel
Michael, if it's of any
wonderful.
consequence,
Yeah.
my passive perception is a 31 now.
I've given up on sneaking up on you. I'm not even doing it. All my monsters are just gonna start charging you guys. Like no one's ever gonna hide.
Yeah, they don't care. It's fine.
Making all the noise they can. It's like exactly like that motorcycle in the background. That's them.
Yes,
That's
perfect.
that's all my bad guys now. They all ride Harleys, and ninjas and.
Nice.
Okay, the day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Keep going, I guess.
Were we gonna do some teleporting or just walk deeper?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I
It's
guess we have to
just-
teleport.
yes, if this thing will bring us right to the tower, might as well cut out the middleman, so to speak.
Watch, it's like 100 feet.
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
Maybe let Ashlyn scout it first.
All right. So how are you casting this with a spell slot? Are you using the hand?
No,
Using the hand?
using the hand.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and describe how you gather the crew and cast your spell.
It's sort of all pulling together. Just all cluster into a little circle, and then sort of just hand out in front of his face. You know where we need to go. You came from that. You're going to take us there. What as if is there will lead us to your brethren. With that, Morphin is going to channel the power through the hand and cast teleport,
All right.
aiming for Vecna's tower.
In chat, you guys all feel that sensation of being light on your feet for a split second as you go that flash of glistening energy and light. How did Molfin do on his check?
Morphin's good.
Molfin's good.
Yeah.
And immediately afterwards, you guys feel the ground beneath you once again within a split second. There is a blue light that you can see. But you're standing kind of behind, you're in an area, almost like imagine if you're backstage. There is a large banner or curtain that you guys appeared behind. And there's like between the curtain and a stone wall that seems to have a little curve to it. You appear in that darkened area there. And it's almost as if the light is on the other side of this curtain. And that blue light is kind of shining on either sides of the curtain, but not behind it. So you guys are behind a curtain, a 15-foot kind of gap. And then as you look across where that blue light is, you can see that there's another curtain. And it curves. And then you look behind you, and then there's another curtain. It's almost as if you're in a circular chamber that has these massive red banners kind of hanging all around it. And there's something that's cascading a blue light from the center of the room. But you're unable to see it currently from where you are. What would you like to do?
I sort of want to just walk into the middle of the room, but... No
Can we
objections.
peek around the curtain?
Sure.
Can I do like a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Is Ashlyn, you just like kind of peeking out around the corner?
I'm going to, like, can I sleight of hand the curtain aside so it's, like, really stealthily, just, like, kind of move it aside?
Sure, just go ahead and make, instead of sleight of hand, just make stealth. I think it's the same roll for you, probably.
Yeah.
What'd you get on your
may I
perception check?
Please.
Not great. 19.
19? Okay. What was that, Diana?
25.
25?
Sorry.
Okay.
You're good. May I please walk up to Molfin and just kind of like I want to just like kind of like gently touch his shoulder and ask him if you'll accept some divine protection just in case there's anything in here that wants to, you know, I don't know, harm you.
I tend not to argue with additional protection.
Okay. I cast protection from evil and good, particularly the evil in this scenario. And he is protected against certain types of creatures, and those types are aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Those types of creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If they're already charmed, frightened, or possessed, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect, and the spell lasts for up to 10 minutes. Up to 10 minutes. So
10
if we
minutes.
run into anything in the next 10 minutes, you are guarded.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll probably cast it again if we get into any kind of fight.
So as Diana says a quick prayer over you, Molfin, you feel the protection of Ilmater upon you.
It's a bit like snakes on the spine. It is appreciated, my dear.
As Callista's making a look around here in the back, you find a leather boot in the dark areas here behind.
Okay.
Nothing else. There's a leather boot sitting here. Ashlyn stealthily kind of makes her way and pulls back just the side of the curtain and peeks out. You can see that this circular chamber is rather large, probably 100 to 120 feet around, but it looks like a complete circular chamber. It looks like there is these red curtains kind of flowing down. You can see to the right of you there is what looks to be a railing of the top of a staircase. It looks like it disappears behind and down, and then disappears behind one of the curtains over to the right of you. In the center of the room, there is a pedestal. It seems to be engraved with some kind of markings. And standing on the pedestal is an elaborately, beautifully designed glass, almost looks like potion bottle, corked with some kind of golden cork, and within it burns a brilliant blue flame. It's illuminating the room. And it seems to be the source of this blue light.
Detect magic at will.
Okay. That's within 30
Just
feet
so
of
I
you,
know
right?
what. Yeah. So if the boot or anything. I don't know. The boot.
Boot's not glistening magic. You are getting slight magical aura from the room itself, like the walls. Like almost like everything about this place has a magical aura about it.
Like enchantment or.
Most likely, yes, enchantment magic.
Okay.
So no one drink the magic blue potion because it's probably not healthy. Unless it's filled with Vecna's pee, that'd be really funny. But still don't drink it.
Yeah, either one of those, like Ashlyn said, not healthy.
Especially since if it burns like that, you have a myriad of problems.
Yes, that's true. But
Callista,
let's avoid that potion
Callista,
bottle.
with your passive perception of a 31,
Yes.
one of those red curtains to the left of the room. It seems like it shakes just a bit. Almost like a small breeze would be blowing like a curtain.
Polonius!
Are you shouting out, Lachlan? No.
No.
Yeah.
RL Shakespeare reference.
Like there's a breeze or there's movement behind it.
You're not 100% sure. You just know that it came from over there on the left side of the chamber, from where you guys are.
I kind of just gesture towards
You didn't.
that.
I mean, you guys didn't.
particular-
You didn't particularly feel any breeze.
No. It was just like movement.
How far away is it?
The curtain is probably about 50 feet to the left of you.
I don't like this.
Molfin's gonna very sort of quietly start inching towards it.
The curtain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you're
And
gonna
then
have
once
to,
in range, I'm gonna misty step towards it.
Okay, so are you going to walk through the blue lights? Basically, it's like curtain that casts a shadow onto the wall, then open blue light, then another curtain that casts a shadow on the wall, then open blue light. It's like there's these curtains that go all around the room, and they're putting shadows
Okay, now I
behind on the
picture-
walls. So
Now I see.
in order to
I
go like
understand.
behind them, to stay backstage, you'd have to go through the blue light. Do you guys understand what I mean?
Unless you misty
Yeah.
step.
Yeah,
Could he
unless-
misty step to the
Molfin's
shadow?
gonna-
You could. You totally could. You could misty step behind them
Molfin's
into the
gonna-
darkness. Yeah.
Molfin's gonna come over to the edge and just sort of stick out his hand into the blue light a little bit.
Okay.
Feel anything?
You stick your hand. Which hand are you sticking out? The hand of Vecna?
The left one.
All right. You stick your hand out there. The blue light hits your hand. You see the hand casting a shadow on the wall behind you. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Pulls a hand back and then does his own hand.
Much the same. You see it. Yeah. All of a sudden, you just implode. Molfin is dead. No. Same thing. You see your shadow of a hand coming out from that on the wall, and then your no pain. Doesn't seem to do anything but shed light.
And Molfin's just gonna walk over then to the next curtain.
Okay.
Again, very quietly.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me. And here's what I'd like you to do. Since you're walking through the light, and your light is casting and your image is casting a shadow on the wall, I want you to make it with disadvantage.
Come on, stealth. I can throw you away. That's a 19. That's not horrible.
Okay.
11?
11. Okay. You're moving about halfway to this next curtain. Are you wearing that ring?
No,
Okay.
I had to.
What
Hold on, let me
ring?
double check. I
Ring of
think I had
mind
to
shielding or
unattune to
whatever?
it. Yeah. Yeah, I had to unattune to it when I used the crystal ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not reattuned to it.
You start to hear something in your mind. Speaking in common. It says, "Isn't it so pretty? It's a pretty light, isn't it? I'm glad that you came to see it. I'm so glad you came. Oh, do you want to take a closer look? I'm sure you do. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's been here for so long. I've taken such good care of it. I'm so glad you came."
Sounds horrifying.
Huh.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Definitely spoopy. I don't know.
How far is it to the middle of the room?
Oh, the room's about 120 feet, so about 60 feet to the center.
Okay. Hmm. I want to. Yeah, that's Malfin has the urge, so he's gonna do it.
I'm gonna run after Morphin.
You're running after Molfin?
Malfin is in the process of casting a
Yep.
spell.
Okay.
Still running after Morphin.
Does a couple of bits and now just basically has the his crystal in his own hand and is just moving around like this over it. And I'm going to cast Bigby's Grasping Hand to create a massive hand to just sort of grab hold of this bottle
Okay.
in the middle of the room.
Okay. Before you do that, as you're preparing your spell, Ashlyn said that she was kind of coming out after you. Did you go into out
As soon
into
as
the
I
light?
see him stop,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You also hear a voice in your mind,
Good.
and as you watching Molfin like getting ready to prepare to cast a spell, you're hearing this entity speaking into your mind, or something about this room is just talking to you. It's like, "I'm so glad that you came to enjoy it. Don't you see how pretty it is? I've been protecting it. It's been here for so long. I think it's the greatest thing ever. And it's just been here forever. Oh, I love how pretty it is. I'm so glad you came." And then at that moment...
Who are you? Where are you coming from?
At that moment, you see the Bigby's hand of Vecna appear over by the this glass and pick it up and remove it from the pedestal and hold it up.
Well, I want this thing to literally magician style. There it is. Nope, now it's gone.
Oh, so you want to cover up the light?
Yeah, I want to wrap the entire thing and.
Why have you put out the beautiful lights? I'm glad you came. Don't put out the light. Let the light flow.
What's going on?
You can hear this in your mind.
There's someone talking to me.
And me too. They sound a little sad. No.
They're rather upset I shut off the light.
I will step into the same area where they are.
Please tell them to turn back on the lights. That's what you hear in your head, Diana, is this creature is now starting to communicate with you. I'm glad that you came. Please tell them to turn back on my light. It is the most beautiful light you've ever seen, isn't it? Wouldn't you want it to continue to shine in this beautiful chamber? I'm so glad you came.
Does anybody know what kind of magic that light source was before?
Could I tell?
You weren't close enough with your detect magic to be able to tell with the...
I will try and get closer to detect what type of magic.
Okay. Cool, cool. As Michael checks the DMG.
Sorry.
Want to say it's similar to the light cantrip.
Okay.
So is that evocation?
I think that's illusion.
Illusion? Is it illusion magic?
I do.
I cannot remember.
I should notice I have the light cantrip.
Yeah, if you have the light cantrip, pull it up and see what
Let's see.
spell.
Evocation.
Evocation.
Yeah,
That's what
evocation.
I thought, it's resonating evocation magic.
Okay, so yeah, that checks out. It's evocation. It's a light spell.
Yes, but you know what else is evocation? A fireball.
True.
Diana, what's your passive perception?
20.
20?
20, yeah.
Okay. Callista, even with it
Yes.
dark in this room now, and with your dark vision and your massive passive perception, you can see a dark outline of something sliding down the side of that curtain that you saw shift in the room just a little bit. It looks like a humanoid-esque shaped figure. It seems to be just sliding down the edge of the curtain, but you can only see it like a dark figure just sliding down it. Doing it very quietly, whatever it is. Like, you're probably the only one that can even notice this.
I mean, if this thing
I'm
wants us to turn
gonna.
on the lights, I'll turn on the lights.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because drow. I'm gonna throw out some dancing. It's on point for tonight. I'm gonna throw out some dancing lights and kind of just gesture to my group. 120 feet.
Ooh, disco.
Light them up.
Okay, you're lighting up the room? With these
Yeah,
dancing
let's.
I was
Okay.
gonna cast daylight, but ooh, disco.
And as these dancing lights illuminate the room back up, that's when you all notice, finishing up that slide about 15 feet above, is a creature that has really rough, grayish green flesh. It has these large clawed hands. And these strange looking legs as it hits the ground and almost hunches down, almost like it's going to crawl on all fours a little bit. As in its head, one gleaming greenish yellow eye. And it's just looking into the center of the room. And it looks towards Callista. And Callista, you hear in your mind, those lights are pretty, but they're not quite as pretty as my light. Can you tell him to light up the room with my pretty light once again? I'm so glad you came.
Why? What's wrong with my lights?
Your lights are pretty, but mine is so much prettier. I'm so glad you came. And it starts to just slowly kind of crawl towards the middle of the room. Just looking around. Has these large
I
kind of
want to
spikes
cast
that kind
something.
of
I
protrude from
want
its
to
back.
cast something. I don't know what I'm gonna cast yet.
As like Diana's like
Maybe
fumbling around, she's like,
innocent.
"What's Diana?" In your head, you hear, "What's wrong?" What's wrong? Aren't you happy that you came? I'm happy you're here. I'm so glad you came. To look into my
So
to
delighted.
gaze upon my pretty light. Of
Is
course
this-
your friend can borrow it for a while if you need it, but
What
so
what is
pretty.
your pretty light made of? Why is it there?
I don't know. I found it a long time ago. So glad you
Oh.
came.
Do you know where we are?
I seem to have forgotten. Don't the
Okay.
curtains look so beautiful? And it casts its gaze upon all these curtains. As it's like looking around the room at these curtains, I want and everybody can go ahead and make a perception check.
Natural 20
Oh wow.
There she
or
is.
31.
There she is.
Yeah.
14.
14.
I rolled super low, 13.
Also 14.
14.
Yeah.
Diana, what did you roll for your perception?
That one. That'll be
Oh.
Oh, nat one.
Oh, honey.
Okay.
if I'm
Callista,
fumbling through my bag for a spell.
you notice two things with a natural 20. The first thing that you notice is around the base of that pedestal, there is more carving upon the floor in like a circular pattern around the pedestal in the center. You do notice that Ashlyn had discovered this earlier, but there is a staircase behind one of the farther curtains that leads down.
Right.
And also, behind one of the curtains on the far end of the room from where you are, there is something peeking out from the edge of the curtain. It's hard to tell what it is unless you get closer, but it looks like something that's... Imagine like the underside of a barrel. You know, it's like circular, but it's on its side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what you see over there in the...
How far away is that from me?
Are you in the center of the room now?
I don't have to get that close. I was just throwing 120 feet, so wherever I was standing, because I didn't follow Molfen into the middle of the room. Wherever I was standing when I entered.
Okay. It'd probably be about 40 feet away from you to that like tipped over barrel.
So 40 feet to me to the barrel. How close am I to this creature?
The creature's probably still about a good 30 feet away from you guys. He's kind of cautiously approaching, but
All right.
he's just keeping it very slow and almost at a crawl. Like it hunches over
And
as
where
it
are
walks.
are the stairs behind him or behind us?
The stairs are on the other side of the room from him. So you guys
Okay.
are closer to the stairs than he
Okay.
is.
Gotcha.
But they're behind like one of the curtains. Like you can see them go and then they disappear into the shadow.
I gotta see if, kind of like glance at my party, like see if you can distract him, and I'm gonna start backing up towards the barrel thing.
Okay.
I need to figure out what's going on here.
Wow.
Molfin's going to.
While this is happening.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Molfin's just going to adjust the way the grasping hand is holding this bottle. And now hold it sort of like this. So it's just sort of holding the top of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it cascades.
And is just
like-
gonna and swing it down in front of the thing's face, just enough out of reach.
It's just mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just-
It kind of like looks like it looks. If this creature is gnarled and disgusting as it looks, could be overjoyed. That's the insight that you get from it, as it's like holding out its hands towards it. Damn, there it is. You guys kind of all hear like at random like these different like voices in your head, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Well, I'm so glad you came to share this wonderful moment together. Oh, look at it. It's such a beautiful light that shines in here. Oh, it's resonating. Oh, I'm so glad you came.
Well, while they're doing that, would we say that this takes about a minute?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cast a spell, like discreetly. I have to do a sleight of hand check, right?
Wait, what were you trying to do again? I'm sorry.
Oh, if I want to, I just realized that I probably was not talking. If I wanted to cast the spell discreetly, I would have to do a sleight of hand check, right?
You're gonna try to dispel the light, the magic of the light.
Yeah.
Okay. Discreetly, yeah, I would call for a sleight of hand check.
No, I was going to say if I wanted to cast a spell discreetly. All right.
Cast a spell what?
She wants to cast a spell discreetly with a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
have to make a sleight of hand check to do so.
Alrighty. I'm gonna let me see if guidance is concentration. I'm pretty sure that it is.
Have Lachlan cast guidance on you.
Lachlan's not over near us.
Oh, Lachlan. Where's
Hey,
Lachlan?
Lachlan. Dang.
I don't
Over
think.
near the-
You know what? I'll just make it.
Let's do it. He's distracted. Maybe you won't notice.
Yeah, just do it.
Inching my way back, inching my way back.
Okay, so a
14. Okay.
a 14.
Yeah. So are you gonna
Yeah.
go through with it?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure I am.
I need you to make
I would like to try to cast a symbol.
at 7th level. Is that what you said?
What are you
She
casting?
said symbol, yeah.
Symbol?
Yeah.
Oh, you're casting symbol.
Yeah, a symbol, which
Oh.
is a symbol,
Okay.
right?
I
Yeah.
thought you said dispel magic at
Yeah.
first. Okay. So symbol.
What symbol do?
Let's see what symbol does, because I'm not even sure.
Right?
It's basically guard a ward. Bloody hell.
Ward of Guardians?
Oh.
No, it's the
creating
spell
a-
I cast that made
I'm
Glyph
creating
of warding.
Glyph warding. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, it looks like you have
On
to
steroids.
activate an effect on this. There are like a list of effects that you can choose from when you cast it. Let's see. The glyph. When you cast a spell, you inscribe a harmful glyph either on the surface, a floor, a wall. Okay. So are you gonna try to inscribe this glyph on the floor? Beneath your feet, kind of?
Nice.
Front of
Yeah,
you? Okay.
yeah. I'll go with the floor beneath my feet.
Okay.
Also, it requires an intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC to find it.
Okay.
I don't know if that affects anything, but
Okay.
there is that.
The glyph is nearly invisible. Yeah. You decide what triggers the glyph. So what's going to trigger this glyph? You got to pick a trigger for it. So it says most
The
typical
trigger
triggers
that
include
I will
touching or
put-
stepping on the glyph, or approaching within a certain distance of it.
Would it be possible to make like an offensive attack a trigger, or would that be like it has to be like something else?
Have to be some way that interacts with the glyph. So a glyph wouldn't be able to determine, if a creature's making an offensive hostile attack on it, on someone,
Oh no.
Okay, it says you can further refine the trigger so that the spell is activated only under certain circumstances or according to a creature's physical characteristics. Like, for example, you could set the effect to hags or shape changers. you can specify creatures that don't trigger the glyph as well, such as those who say a certain password.
All right. I will set the glyph to if creatures get with if I will set the trigger to the glyph that if hostile creatures get within 10 feet of it, it's gonna go off. But the people who are currently within its range, including creepy little thing with the eye, are like immune to it. If I'm understanding that correctly, I can make certain creatures immune to it, right?
You can
Or set
specify.
it to the creature's physical characteristics.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what might be in the curtains.
Do you have that spell pulled up in D&D Beyond or anything
Wait, do I
right
know
now?
if there's things in the curtains? Close. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and think about this and decide. I'm gonna go on to what Callista gathers up while you are deciding, because there's also like you have to select death, discord, fear, hopelessness. You got to pick something that this is going to do if it gets triggered. So there's still another choice to be made. So go ahead and look through that and see if you want to determine what that is. Callista, as you approach this thing that looked like a tipped over canister, you look down at it. And as you're looking at it, you start to see it. It looks like a 2.5 foot roll of thread. And the thread is red, like there's some red thread wrapped around it. And it looks like it's been broken off of something. And it's made of stone.
Broken.
So it look like Ilmater's thread? Oh, I'm not there.
So the thread is stone?
No, you know what those things that what do they call them, the roll that the thread is wrapped around.
Oh,
or the
yeah, the
string,
pin, yeah.
a spool of thread. It's a spool. With red threading wrapped around it, and the red of the threading matches the curtains that are hanging in the room. But it looks like the spool has been broken off. It has like the edges are rough at the bottom, like it was attached to something else. It's broken off of something.
Can I look around to see what it might have been attached to?
Make a perception check for me, sure.
$26.
26.
Math.
Looking around the room, all you see is this pedestal, this gleaming glass staircase, and these curtains. Doesn't look like, I mean, even at the ceiling, like you look up and it's just. You notice with that as you're looking up that there is a hole in the ceiling. It looks like there's a little bit of rope kind of dangling from the top, with a few knots like in it. Looks
At
very
the top.
Yeah.
Okay. And the sketchings around the pedestal, can I get a clearer look on that?
Yeah. You had
Like what is it, language or?
Yeah, it is. It's actually let me double check my notes here. Yeah, it is it's strange. It's actually in common, so you can read it pretty well. But it looks like
Okay.
It looks like it's been engraved an awful long time. It says, I am something. I am nothing. I am short. I am tall. When you fall, I stumble. I fall. I have never been seen beneath the stars. I thrive in the evening, but vanish at noon. And that's in a circular pattern all the way around.
Shadow?
Is this a riddle and can we hear it again?
It's
Shadow.
I'm so glad you came. Isn't the light so pretty?
Cluster, you sharing this with the rest of us?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna come back and snuff my dancing lights and recant that riddle.
Okay. Once again, it was I am something, I am nothing. I am short, I am tall. When you fall, I stumble, I fall. I have never been seen beneath the stars. I thrive in the evening, but vanish at noon.
Cool.
Shadow.
Ashton doesn't get it.
Definitely it's a shadow.
What has it gotten in its pockets is?
Which means we need this light.
Why?
The light will cast the shadow.
What shadow?
Shadow.
But it has to be
somehow.
that light.
That is the assumption.
What do the shadows do?
Show us
We
where
have
at.
we have to find that.
I'm so glad you came.
Should we
Isn't it
cast telepathic bond? Can you
No,
do
I
that?
think we should cast eviscerate on something else first.
No, he hasn't done anything yet. We can't just kill him out of
We
cold
are-
blood.
Is
Yes,
Bixby's
we know
hand
that.
still waving this thing like out of its reach, like above it?
Yep.
And it's still just like staring at it in awe, like looking at it, like holding up its hands, like basking in its glow.
Actually, let me check this because this has been going on for a bit. Let me just check and see how long BB hand lasts.
Yeah, it's been a couple minutes.
Okay, no, so it would not be. It would have brought it over to me because that's only a minute long.
Okay, so now
So
you're in
that spell
possession of it,
goes
yeah.
to and yes, and Molfin is now holding it. in
Oh, and
his
this
hand.
creature is like just within 5 feet of you now, Molfin, and just like staring at the canister of light.
Not attacking, right?
Nope. Just staring at the canister.
See, we sh-
And speaking into your minds the whole time. Like, as you guys are trying to communicate, like, you guys are constantly, like, hearing his voice as he's just continues to say, it's such a beautiful light, isn't it? Oh, it's so precious. I'm so
do you
glad
remember your
came.
name at all?
My name. My name. No, I don't recall. It's been quite a long time. I've just been here basking in the beautiful glow of this light.
For how long do you think?
I've seemed to have lost track of time.
A while.
What? Remind me again what this creature looks like.
I will try to show you. Let me go ahead and I will copy the image.
Does this creature
and
know what we're looking for?
Those of you that are in Discord or in Twitch, it's going to look funky for a second, but this is what the creature looks like in your Discord.
Oh God.
Okay? I don't know if our friends on online can see that, but
Yes, the
Huh.
Twitch viewers can see it under Lachlan.
okay, yeah, if you guys,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys will.
Molfin's going to look over at Lachlan. Do you think one can pluck the eye out of it?
We've done it before.
Is that
No, we
necessary?
haven't, and that sounds
Are you
mean.
saying this right out loud, Molfin?
Right out loud. Molfin
Okay.
doesn't care.
Okay, in your mind.
I do.
Now, why are we getting so aggressive? I wouldn't suggest doing anything like that. I'm glad that you came.
He's just glad that we're here. Why don't we just leave him alone?
Why can't we just sit here
Because
and
we're-
enjoy the light forever?
Well, why don't we
That
just
is-
leave him here to enjoy the light by himself?
Because we need the light to find the doorway.
Oh.
The
So we need
shadow
to
is
go down the
key,
stairs with the light?
or it could be in this room, but it's
Oh.
impossible to tell with the stupid beast beside us.
Well, maybe we put the light where we need it.
Molfin's going to look down at the creature and just sort of reach out and not exactly gently sort of grab it by its chin and turn it to face him away from the light.
Okay. Why do you touch me like that? Please back away.
Where do I need to put the light to see the shadows?
Shadows. Yes, the light does cast shadows, doesn't it? I've noticed. I don't understand. Wouldn't you just
What's
like
up
to?
there?
He looks up. That's where the others came from.
Oh, the ones for the hand? Maybe?
Oh, the hand.
Oops. Was that a no-no word? We really should get Ashlyn a list of no-no words.
They took an old, decrepit hand from here. Yes, they did. It was right over.
From where?
It was right over behind that curtain. Points to that curtain that you guys teleported to.
Oh. Are there other curtains that we haven't looked behind?
I mean, you guys didn't take a detailed look at any other curtains other than the one that Callista found the
I'll start running around looking behind
spool
curtains.
of thread around. Okay.
Did they take the hand from you?
No, that hand wasn't mine. Look, I have both of my hands. I'm so glad you came.
But he only has one eye!
What?
Is that a special eye?
What?
That's what I was wondering.
I
I'm not
only have
sure.
one eye?
Oh, sorry, are you sensitive about that?
I'm sensitive to a lot of things, actually.
Was there an eye, though? A separate eye?
Not that I have
Think
seen.
you look like, sir.
Great.
This is getting us nowhere. Molfin's going to reach up and just sort of rub his eyes
Okay.
and cast True Sight.
Okay.
Oh my god, I was about to do the same thing.
Okay. True Sight allows you to see illusions, I believe, and a monster range.
See things as they are. Duration notices secret doors hidden by magic. See into the ethereal plane. Everything out to a range of 120 feet.
Okay.
And now is just walking around the room looking for any sign of a magically hidden door or anything.
I'm looking behind the curtains still.
You're looking around the curtains. You do find behind another curtain what seems to be like an old adventurer's pack that seems to have implements that look like maybe something that a archaeologist would carry. And eventually behind one of the curtains you find a skeleton. That it looks like it's been here for quite a while and stripped of flesh.
Okay.
And very,
Great.
very similar to a corpse that you've seen before. Has a massive bludgeoning wound in the back of its head.
It's like the stuff Dorn was doing.
Yeah, with his mace thing.
Molfin.
That's the blessed weapon of Ilmater.
Molfin, you don't see any secret doors or other magical like things that you don't see anything like in the ethereal that would lead you to believe that. One thing that's strange about your true sight is when you look at this creature, You see a translucent image of that creature, but more so you can see a middle-aged elven man who seems to be hunched over, wearing very outdated attire. A very arcane looking robe of maroon. And it almost seems as if this
Like the art-
creature
No,
wasn't
not the art.
always this creature wasn't always this way.
He was turned into this.
Could I make an Arcana check? Do I think that someone did this to him? Do I think there's a way we can undo it, or is this?
Make an Arcana check, sure.
Can I assist? I'm proficient in Arcana.
Sure, if you'd like. If you're, how are you going to assist in this moment? I mean, is Molfin, are you asking the group for inquiry?
I mean, if he hasn't yeah, that's fair.
know,
If he wants help, I'll help.
It's,
But...
Or are you kind of just
yeah, I didn't say that. I
Mine would be
mentioned it,
more of like a
so-
nature, like polymorph situation, because I do a lot of like.
I'll let you make a
animal
separate
shapes,
check
beast
as you're
shapes.
thinking about that. So if you want to make a separate check on
Okay.
on that kind of portion of it, sure.
So is this nature, Arcana?
Arcana.
Nature?
This would be Arcana as well for you. What did
So
you?
that is a 22 for me.
22.
For a roll.
You probably have heard about these creatures.
21.
21. Same with you. I believe it is. I'd have to check with the spell, but I believe it is possible for creatures to be polymorphed into these. I cannot be 100% certain. I'll have to look up this spell polymorph again. But I think it's any creature, right?
It's any beast.
True
for
polymorph,
polymorph.
For true polymorph.
True polymorph. It would be true polymorph.
Yeah.
True polymorph
True
would be able to do
polymorph
anything.
could do anything. Regular polymorph
Yeah.
ain't gonna do that to this person. Molfin,
Right.
you have the feeling like this is what happens to wizards that go a little bit too far with some things, or get trapped in a certain kind of thinking or mindset, or they end up going mad, and over time magic transforms them and they get into these modes of obsession. This is the element of a cursed arcanist, somebody who studied magic, eventually got so like enthralled in some kind of magic, and it just transformed them into this creature.
So in other words, he was weak.
Oh my god.
We can go down.
You don't know if there's
guess
a
we
way to
just go down the
reverse it.
stairs.
It's one of those things that takes years to happen. So to reverse it might
Yikes.
take a significant amount of magical prowess and time.
I don't have it either. Anyone to head downstairs?
Yeah, let's go.
I will.
I'm in.
You can borrow
I'm
it.
gonna look down at the thing.
You can borrow
You
it.
stay here.
But I love the light. Can't I just follow the light as you make your way down? I'm so glad you came.
Can you be quiet?
Can I insight this thing?
Sure.
Does this thing potentially mean me harm?
Sure. Go ahead and insight it.
Can I also insight to see if it has the capacity to be quiet?
Sure.
Could we give it a new light to play with? Like, is that a thing we could do?
That's a 14.
14. Okay. What did you roll, Kristy?
25.
25. It was really quiet. Like, you were the only one that noticed it. And that's because I rolled a
So it
natural
has the
20.
ability.
It does have
Right,
the ability.
okay.
It is one of its skills is stealth, and that is actually its
Okay.
highest skill. So,
Gotcha.
it does have the potential to be stealth. Molfin, your insight on this creature. You believe that if anything were to happen to this light, this creature would try to kill you. It's trusting you with its most prized possession. And if anything were to happen to it, gloves would be off. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Kindred Lists.
Oh no.
Yikes!